Good num num numbing, and welcome back to session 3 of Crystar. We were going to do this on Thursday, but you know, things happened and we ended up not really streaming on Thursday, so we've got a bit of a sneaky Sunday stream where we normally wouldn't be streaming, where we'll be doing it instead. I don't know how long today will be. I'm not doing anything else today, so it can be a little longer, but it's also very warm today, so if you've been on my streams or been around for a while, you know I don't tend to really enjoy streaming through the hottest hour of the day if it's like a pretty warm day. So we'll see how it goes. If I start to get a little bit too hot and stuffy, obviously I'll wrap it up in like probably 3 to 4 hours. But we'll see how it goes. Last time we left off, other than starting chapter 2, finishing chapter 2, sorry, and getting to know Kokoro's very egotistical, arrogant partner, we started breaking into chapter 3, where we realised that there is a fully developed revenant running around, and I've been theorising that I think Sen was her name, is probably going to be in here too, both potentially new party members. That said, off screen I did do a smidge of grinding. Mostly, I rematched these bosses 2 times each. So I've got the second and third memory of both these bosses. So, though and aberrant, if it's a revenant it means it too was once human. Ray saw its memories and hesitated to finish it off. Mephis and Phyllis scolded Ray for letting the revenant go. Ray herself does not know if she made the right decision. Nemesis dragged him and the child into purgatory. It is all Kokoro's fault, according to him. He told himself he was skilled and useful to Nemesis. He thought he was her right-hand man. He always acted on a whim. There are some enemies we straight up didn't get a single memory of. Like, we didn't get one of the dogs. So at some point we need to get that maxed out as well. But let's not hang around. That's kind of all I've done off screen. Like, you see, I think we're probably like a level or 2 higher, just because, you know, grinding out those extra things to keep on top of everything else just builds us up a little bit more. But let's hop straight in to part 3 of chapter 3. Believe in justice. Additionally, for the sake of mixing it up, Ray and Kokoro are wearing different costumes. The Reverend of her stomach showing ain't here. She said something about going somewhere else. I won't let her get away next time. She also said something about a big thing up ahead. Do you believe it? It didn't seem like she was lying. You're right, she seemed really attached to you, Ray. I seriously didn't ask for all this attention. We are in purgatory, can't be too careful. I'm curious about the wandering soul. Let's go, Kokoro. It's weird to like not seeing like all the extra bits, just when she's just in the uniform. But I was like, that's just sure, I'll try it. Oh, you never have anything useful. But I put her in the Phyllis, so I was just like, yep, I like this. This works. This works. I am content with this. Alright, it's coming back to me. Also, it's going to take a second for me to kind of remember the controls, because last time I played it was on Tuesday, but it's coming back to me. Okay, the warp is to the right, so we're obviously going to... To the left even, so we're going to go right first. Nice. Oh, I also got some trophies off screen as well. Grinding out the bosses. Going back to the first area, our level, I was a bit strong. So one of like the charge slashes killed a bunch of enemies, and I got a trophy for killing, I think it was 5 enemies in one attack. So that was kind of appreciated. Additionally, there's a trophy for getting a 200 hit combo. There's a pretty easy way of doing it. The second boss, just tap them once every now and then to make it so the chain keeps going. The boss, every like 20 or so seconds, spawns in a new enemy, and you just use that enemy. And when you kill it, you go back to the boss and just do like, you know, the 1 hit, wait until it's about to run out, hit again, 1 hit until it's about to run out, and you can just do it from that. It's actually pretty easy if you do that. Having 100 essence on us we're working on currently because there's really nothing we need to buy in the shop. And petting the dog 53 times will get through as we get through. There's a small part of me that kind of wants to leave it till last because I kind of want my platinum to be just playing with the dog. That'd be a cute platinum. So I just wanted to get that picked up. Additionally, I've got more of a reason to go back and make sure I fill in all these maps as we go, because they save. When I went back to previous areas, like when I was doing my grinding, I realised, thankfully, the game does keep track of the maps that you've been through, so it will just remember all of the locations, so it's far easier for you to navigate afterwards. But I hope you've all been doing well. I hope you're enjoying this very warm Sunday here in the UK. I mean, we didn't get many warm days throughout, you know, the actual summer. The moment it's September, here we are. It's a relatively nice day. It's always the way. But it's one of those just curses of life. But I hope all of you are doing well and you're vibing. I know if you're watching in the US, it's probably still middle of the night, but still. I hope you're still all doing good. There's been some interesting news of recently as well, and I'm curious to see where it goes. It won't affect my streaming, because none of the games that could be affected by it are games I'm interested in playing. But the current actors strike might be extending out to video games, which has been needing to happen for fucking forever, to be fair, because so many actors and actresses are severely underpaid. And that's even ignoring, you know, like animators and whatnot. Animators are notoriously underpaid and undertreated, and like poorly treated. They might be, the gaming industry against major corporations might be going on strike. So like WB Games, like there'll be a strike against them. So like I'm not interested in Mortal Kombat, so that's not gonna affect anything. Insomniac might be one of them, so like no Spider-Man, which is fine. So I'm not interested. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of like big ones like Activision and Blizzard and whatnot that might be in. And I hope it happens, and I hope it works out. Because it needs to happen. But the fact that that could happen could be kind of interesting, considering, you know, how crazy this year's been for certain things already. And suddenly all these big releases might be, not off limits, because you play whatever you want to play, but, like, in a certain group, because they're tied to ones that are being striked against. And I'm in support of the strike, so yeah, I'm not going to play any game that's being struck against. I'm not going to really anyway, because like, keep in mind, this is this channel. Like, if something big comes out, I'm usually playing something else. And I have no interest in Mortal Kombat anyway. I've never been an MK guy, and I really don't care for how the games play. Besides all my releases, we've still got a few coming up, and some of the ones that I'm already been playing just got more updates. Final Fantasy 16 just got a free patch that added new costumes. You know, alternate costumes for like most of the cast, which is pretty sick. It made alterations to arcade mode to better balance it so you can't just score rush it. They put a timer on it, which I actually think is pretty cool. And made a bunch of other quality of lives and balances to like certain cooldowns and certain skills to try and make it more like more of a reason to use everything instead of just relying on one. So it's all like appreciated quality of life, and they also confirmed they're working on not one but 2 DLCs. So we'll definitely be covering them as and when they release. I don't know if the DLC will be like a separate option you have to pick, or whether you do it off the main save. If you do it as like an extension of the main save, I will do it on my Final Fantasy mode run. Because then I'm like, you know, closer to a max level. The enemies will be actually a threat. Because they're kind of not in like normal. They're kind of not in hard mode either, to be honest. That's like one of the few things I was kind of disappointed with, alongside like, you know, like the pacing and whatnot. It's just that the game's way too easy as a whole. I say that, I know I'm playing another game that's also pretty easy, but still. I was gonna do this, just try and clear some of these guys out. So wow, you really can't see shit when you're in this super form, huh? Oh, I think I got interrupted. I was going to try and do a charge slash, but I think I got whacked out of it too much. Does this link up? Background? It does indeedy. Of course it misses. The ranged attack's not great. And this is like the stronger variant and it's still not great. Oh, here's our exit. Oh, I'm just out of range. I hope we get like a better upgraded slash. If we're going to get the upgraded shot, we might as well get a few other things upgraded. And one of them can be like the slash to just have more range. Doesn't even need to do more damage, just more range. Clear up the space, each pixel. Alright, let's go. Oh, the warp's right next to us? Well, geez, you already know that's not staying. What's this? Oh, it's just another scenery thing. I didn't know if we could interact with this or not. I mean, heck, we might be able to, just not yet. I'll try to use Kokoro for a bit. Even if I think Ray's way better, I'll still try to use it for a bit. Oh god, hitting all of them kind of nice though. I'll take that. It's just so slow. But because we're streaming on Sunday, I am going to still be like, you know, doing my usual week next week, or at least trying to, assuming nothing interrupts. So we're kind of going to be streaming Crystar for like 3 days in a row, because also we'll be back on it tomorrow and back on it Tuesday as well. And then Resident Evil 6 For people that don't watch the RE6 playthrough, it is starting to go a bit quicker, or will be, because I'm turning on infinite ammo to get a move on. Because that game is, it's not fun enough to just play with normal. And I'd rather get a move on. And heck, I might even enjoy it more having unlimited ammo, because for an action shooter, that game is extremely strict on its ammo to such a point where it's just annoying. It's alright when it's a survival horror, because it's supposed to be that way. You're supposed to be conservative with your resources. When it's like a full-on action game, though, that expects you to deal with enemies every 5 seconds, you notice no bullets. And not in a good way. And the entire game had that problem. We beat the final boss of Chris's campaign, basically only using the knife, just because we didn't have any ammo. And to be fair, also because the knife strap was kind of weirdly really good. But yeah, I kind of gathered with the warp being right next to us, this path's going to make us go all the way around. Which, to be fair, at least going back when I was grinding the first 2 zones, like grinding out their bosses, it really doesn't take long for you to run back through an area. Especially if you're only there for like the boss grind sort of thing. You can do it insanely quick. Because it's very rare they put like a forced wall on you, like lock you in a room in this game. Hey, get off me! There we are. I don't know if have we got the memory version of the Apostles? Or like the Revenant version? I can't remember. Well, I'm sure we'll find out if I get another one. I need one more dog though for sure, because we didn't have any and we found 2 so far. Oh, speaking of, there's something over here. A gorgeous. I'll swap. There we are. Now we'll go back. I don't know if we have any all of them either. Or any of them even. I don't think we do. Oh, cutscene. I was like, why are we stopping? Next, a little more. We need to hurry. Wait, don't let it fool you. Get me out of here. I need to get out. Is that soul? Seems to be calling out to the other souls. Do you still remember us? Did you find your memory? Do you know your name? I don't know. You gave us a warning earlier, but do you know what's ahead of here? Something that stands against justice. What do you mean? Something evil, I guess. Anyway, I'm glad we found you. You want to come with us again? You won't be able to fend off any revenants. It's decided. I'm Kokoro Fudoji. And I'm Rei Hatada. We will find your name. Thank you. Okay, so they clearly want us to go down the gold path, so let's go this way first. Clearly. Oh, okay, no, I had to check. I was like, oh, since we leveled up, do I get a new skill? I need to keep more attention to that because it appears on the right side of the screen. You see where like, it says like picked up essence and whatnot? It's just, it's very easy to miss in the action of it. Like, I usually miss I've even leveled up, let alone like getting a new skill. So I just need to check every now and then because I will miss the text half the time. It's something I'm hoping Krimakina will expand on a little bit more. Well, not expand on, just kind of alter a little bit. It's just make it a little bit clearer on the fly, especially when you're in the heat of action that, you know, you've advanced. Or, like, you know, keep you up to speed if you've unlocked something. But anyway, not actually that far off. It comes out slightly later in Europe than it does the US because, you know, for some reason the industry still hasn't moved past this point. But when it comes out near the end of October, it's already out in Japan now. It comes out in the US a week before, but when it comes out here in Europe, I do plan to be playing it day one. I will be okay. Oh well, thank you. I hope you're doing okay anyway. I know you're one man. You're currently going through the final chapter of, is it Trails into the Sky? I think its full title is. So hoping that's going well for you and you're enjoying it. Is this the right way? I think both paths lead to the same spot, but this is our third doggo, so that works out. Ah! Claw thing, get out of here. God, this one seems pretty angry, looking at some of the text there. Let's go. Oh, there's another one where the warp's supposedly right next to us. Can I see it from here, actually? Ah. So that means we're going to have to go all the way around. That's That's alright though. I like the music in this area, so I don't mind kind of vibing and taking time to get through it. Damn it. Okay, you can't just be completely knocked out of it. I was like, can I do challenge that when he comes charging in? No, not really. I want to see what other like little strategies and like tech you can do. Like, I need to delay the charge flash after a launch to make it connect because it seems to go just under them. But I can make that link, at least I feel I can. Oh, you're right, there's his spook squad. Look at all you. Oh, at least it's the beta version and not the alpha version, so it's the different one. Not that it makes any difference, really, in terms of their strategies. God. Get out of here. These are probably my least favorite enemies. Next, like the big, bulky, like, almost like gorilla-esque enemies, just because they take forever to kill. These guys are annoying, so they hit you, they just combo you, yet do, like, no damage. These guys, these are the other ones I don't like. Oh, Montgomery? Yeah, I think we do have Montgomery. I recognize the name, because I remember the Montgomery Burns jokes I was making, that's all. Oh well, still more power. How are we on? 5? Yeah, we're on 5. Oh, I don't know if that's the right way. I'm still trying to do secret hunting. God, there's so many of you. Can we round them up? Like I'm playing Call of Duty Zombies, just get them all rounded up together. Oh, this leads to the same spot. Okay. No, 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 no. No, fuck it. Getting rid of these guys. Where's this leading? Other than some more trouble. Might as well, just because we're about to run out anyway. Hey, I did catch him on the end. You just missed? Okay, thanks. Oh, can't carry... Oh, okay. Hang on then. There we are. Didn't realise we were doing that well on our heels. And because we've got the auto turned on as well, so if our health falls below 30%, we use one automatically. And we have nearly 20 of the things at any given time. That's like, ooh. Of course you miss. Does this link up down here? I kind of hope so, because I want to go all the way back around just to check one thing. Oh, cutscene. This must be... I hope that's its memory. Tell me, who am I? Who am I? Oh, This place is... Hurry! There's still a pulse! Who? Get an ambulance over here. Can someone give me a hand? What? It's okay. I'll save you. Save? What are you doing? Get the news fans out of the way. I remember. The bus fell. Alright, prop her up. Let's move her all at once. Wait. Please wait. Please! Relax. Take a deep breath. You can talk later. Wait. I'm Sen Megumiba. My mother, Soma Megumiba, was on the same bus. I got it. Don't worry, it's okay. I'll call your dad and have him come to the hospital. My father's name is Seshiro Megumiba. I don't live with him right now. What about my mum? Say something. Mum, where are you? That was the bus incident from a year ago, right? The one they showed on the news? The bus fell off the cliff and I heard about it as well. There was one survivor. Me. Sen Megumiba. Damn, she looks cool! I like her look! Look at... Damn! You got your memory back. I mean, it's hard to say this after what we saw, but right now I'm happy for you. No, I'm thankful to you too. I finally got my memory back. And this world is called Purgatory. It's a place I can barely comprehend. I saw on the news that you collapsed at the memorial. You may be unconscious, but your body is still alive. Which means if you get out of here, you can return to your body. Let's hurry. The exit should be ahead. Sen? We've come in contact with many souls. They were children, killed by disease. Can they get back to their bodies? That's... impossible. Understood. It was a pleasure to meet you both. I'm not too much of a hassle. She took that surprisingly well. Also, this is a dead end, so I don't need to go all the way around if I want to look for loot. I think Sen's our next party member. I've been calling that since like the news brought up the bus, and so it's like, man, they're talking about this Sen character a lot. Oh, I'm still not completely 100% consistent with like the dodge timing to like be the fastest at moving, because you have to do it in a rhythm to make it the fastest it can be. But I am getting better at it, where I spent so much time off screen messing around, like doing things, bits and bobs. Like, I can't do it naturally, I have to still think about it, so I haven't got there yet, but I am getting a bit more consistent with it. I say that now I can't do it at all. I was doing it pretty well. There we go. Damn it. I was doing it pretty consistently for a second there. Dead end? Okay, we're going this way. Ooh, what the heck's that symbol? That's a new symbol on the map, mini-map, look at it. Oh, it's not a new symbol. It's a whole bunch of fairies in a line. Got it. So many souls. They were all here, huh? Why are they stopped? Those cage bars are blocking the pass. It seems the exit is up ahead, but who's trapping them here? Suppose we're about to find out. It's a siren. Sounds nearby. So it was coming from here? One of the cages is opening. Finally we can get out. The siren signal in that cage is opening up, but why? Is it really the exit? I don't know how to explain it, but doesn't it look like a trap for the souls? Since falling into this world, I always sense a dark presence. The conglomeration of evil showing off its base desires. Who are you? Why did you drag me here? Petey Piranha? A revenant. It's eating! It blocked the path to eat them all at once! Everyone run! You need to run away! Stop, stop! I said the same thing. When they put me in prison. Prison? That's right. When I was alive, my name was Kyosuke Tomasu. I've heard that name before. If I remember correctly on the news, there was a murderer who died while serving his sentence. Kyosuke Tomasu. My father worked on his case. Right, that's right. Do you remember me now? You're the daughter of that prosecutor that gave me a guilty conviction. Your anger is unreasonable. How is it unreasonable? I didn't steal or kill. I was innocent. It was a false charge. I hadn't done anything yet. But that damned prosecutor. So what if I had a record? What if I had a weapon? None of that matters. It's my father you hate. You should only target me. The others didn't do anything to you. Hate? No, that's not it. I only brought you here to tell you I'm innocent, and your father is incompetent. But it doesn't matter anymore. My interests are elsewhere. I was in prison for a crime I did not commit. The food there wasn't good for me. I'm just hungry. I want to satiate my hunger, so I'm going to eat. That's it? Just your ego? I'm really hungry. No amount of food can satiate my hunger. Ray, we can't let this guy be. Just get him. Yeah. Hobbes. Oh, this is a bulky bitch. Oh, he's got extras. Oh, of course it's these guys. Holy shit, did you see how that used a chocolate? That was a lot of damage. Okay, don't be at point blank when he starts charging that up. Good to know. Yeah, I'm burning through my chocolates hella quick. Okay, so don't be super close when he does that. Gonna go all in for a sec. Oh, he's doing it again. No, stop! Ah! My body, it hurts! No, I don't want to. Ah! Coca, it's no use, because of us. Still, things will get worse if we let him get away. Oh, it tastes so good. Hey, did you know each soul has its own unique taste? Sorry, waiting for the motorbike to pass. The young ones are especially delicious. Where can I find? Oh, there it is. Sen, why? She might still be okay, but we need to feed him before she gets digested. Oh, I'm hungry. This guy is crazy. I need to defeat him. Sen's gonna awaken to her power. Father, you punish bad people, right? Have you ever thought about if you were wrong? I'm always thinking about that. Since we can't see into a person's heart, no one can know the truth. That's why I believe in the evidence brought to me by my colleagues and the laws set by the country. What if a crime happens and there was proof that I was the criminal? In accordance with the law, I would call for punishment. Even if I'm your daughter? Even if I say it wasn't me? Yes, this is the justice I believe in. Your mother would hate me even more. Justice, I believe in. This place stinks. It's weirdly warm, and I can't see. It feels so bad, I just want to die. Sen Megumiba. You may be unable to see, but you can hear me. What about me? What about me? Hey, 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 answer me. I hear you. Who are you? It matters not. If you can hear us, then listen. Do you wish to become our executor by signing a contract? Rei and Kokoro, they've already signed. So if I sign the contract to become a so-called executor, I'll have the power to fight evil? The contract bequeaths permission to fight in Purgatory. Whether you can become strong or not is up to you. We shall only assist in your attempt to gain power, and only if you decide to become an executor. Come on, Sen. It's time to be an executor. As part of the contract, we shall engrave a crest upon your body. It's a little rough on a 16-year-old high schooler. So no. When I think about the two of them fighting, and all the innocent souls, the price seems trivial. Very well, in order to carry out the justice I believe in, I'll sign the contract. Contract has been signed. Ugh. Oh yeah, she's got a little cape thing going on as well. Fuck yeah. What's going on? Damn! I like that design. Sen! Your appearance! And the crest. On her arm. Okay, so Ren's got it on her wrist. Strike 2. Socrates. Damn! I like her design so much. I crushed its throat. We won't be able to eat them anymore. I'll ask about what happened inside later. Now's our chance to win. Sen performs quick combo attacks with her two swords. Her stats are high when she first joins, but her leveling rate is slow. Oh. So you've got to kind of commit to her. Got it. What are her skills? Jesus, she gets a lot out of her combos, huh? Is triple slash just cross slash but stronger? I think it is. Oh shit, not this again. Let's see what her ultimate is. Eudaimonia. Jesus, ow. Hey, found the character that would make getting a 200 hit trophy way easier, by the way. But she's cool. I like the design. I'm a sucker for, like, goth chicks with red eyes in anything like this, so, like... I like the knight aesthetic with the cape as well. A character who has a big sense of justice is, like, a win for me. I need to be careful because this boss is kind of fucking me up on the charge attack. Oh, I'm poisoned. That's why my health kept on degrading. Trophy unlocked, enforcing justice. Defeat the starving revenant. There are many that couldn't be saved, but I must keep improving. Maybe they're thanking us. Maybe. There are many we couldn't save. We don't deserve the thanks. Nah, they're saying we earned it. Without a doubt. I see. No other words can make me happier. Oh, and there's our next idea. Right, it's gonna start glowing. There it is. Stop, please. Yummy, yummy. Don't do this anymore. Ah, it's not enough. I need more. Don't show me that. I need to kill more. I need to indulge my ego. No. It's okay to hunt the souls of the dead, because it'll bring revival to your precious sister. No, I don't believe that. Souls, yummy, yummy, ha ha ha. This is so fun. All this to save my sister I killed. Haha, it can't be helped. Forgive me. I don't think that. Don't reveal what's inside of me. Woo! A dream? Why would I dream of that? I'll do anything for Mirai. I vowed to make any sacrifice. What? What's wrong? Can you be quiet? It's not food time yet. Right, now for our next party member. Sen Megumiba, who lost consciousness at the bus accident memorial, regained consciousness yesterday in the hospital. According to the announcements made by the hospital, Sen is stable and, besides a mark on her right shoulder, has no significant injuries. She is expected to be dismissed from the hospital once her examinations are complete. Sen regained her consciousness. But the mark, is it a contract crest? Huh? Is it a good time? Huh? Sen? Yes, it's fine, but I'm glad. I know it's common courtesy for me to visit you first, but I wanted to talk to you as early as possible. It's fine, though I don't know how you got my number. Thank you for saving my life. I don't even know how to express my gratitude with words. Oh, yeah, but wait, how did you get my number? Kokoro called me afterwards. She told me about purgatory and some other things. I didn't quite understand everything, though. She told me that I'm her type. Oh, Jesus Christ. I understand what you're going through. Even that last part. This is my request to you. May I fight alongside you, Rei? Huh? But why? You don't need to go back to purgatory, Sen. There are others like Kyosuke, Tomasu, and Purgatory, right? I cannot just sit idle and let evil happen. That's why I agreed to the contract. If there are other evils, it is my mission to punish them. That is my justice. Justice. Anyway, that's how I feel. Thank you, Rei. Chapter 4. Fun and exciting.
Enjoy the exciting.
I added a new ordeal. This time Sen shall be joining you. An optional ordeal, so we'll do that first. And I have an idea from Sen for you. She said she wanted you to use it for Mirai's revival. Take it, no refunds permitted. The bizarre revenant infatuated by you is causing a disturbance in purgatory. You cannot proceed until this disturbance is removed. Go forth and survey the scene for yourself. I suggest you depart once you're ready. Sentiments created by purifying torment have been increased. I'm gonna put these two back on their default for now. Free bikini. Nemesis's clothes. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we need to get 2 more of this. A woman revenant who was a bizarre murder victim. She had a strange fetish where she liked watching 2 people kill each other. She gathered 3 girls in a basement. There was no exit. There was only a message. A revenant with a deficiency in its soul. Its idea is not strong, so it is weak, but it knows some secrets. It still had memories, thousands of them. The structure of his soul was special. He was unaffected by the cogs. To say it was astronomical was an understatement. His life keeps repeating time is infinite, and matter is finite. Every time the world repeated, purgatory grew larger and the real world less significant. He sorts out the reason why. And for this, a revenant form of Kyosuke Tomasu, a criminal serving a sentence for murder and burglary. He himself never admitted to his crimes. He looks like a flower that devoured all that came near. He gathered souls in one place to satiate his hunger. Oh, you start with True Determination too, huh? Okay. Then we can fuse them together and go from there. Let's see if we can try and get True Determination free. We need Joy. Oh, okay. So we'll have to worry about that another time. We can buy that unmasked in the store. We're kind of close to 100k. We might even get it after the optional deal. So let's go do the optional quick. And we're hoping like the big like stallion warrior guys, so like the horseback that charge at us are like the common enemy here. Oh, we can buy new ones. We can buy humor, but that'll do for now. I don't want to spend too much, else I want to get that trophy. Once we get that trophy, like, whatever, but until we do... Oh no, it's the beta ones. I don't know if we actually have... Oh yeah, we do have Old MacDonald have a farm. Yep, right, it's coming back to me. Sen's cool. So we're currently, 2 out of 3 are pretty fun. Oh, the chargers are here too, so hopefully they will actually count and like be a normal enemy. I do, however, since skills even, cross slash and triple slash are the same. I kind of want to put triple slash here. And I'll put that there. Yeah, this feels more natural. And then square for the range. God, she's such a combo queen. Like 42 hits off of that. Okay, I'm a fan of Sen. You said the trade-off is that she levels up slower, but that's fine. I'm gonna use her for a bit. Well, predominantly for a bit. And once again, I'm just a fan of her design. I think she looks cool. So how far is the range on this Shadow Blade shot? Oh, it's a triple shot. Okay, so it's fucking better than the other range shots we've got in general, just because it has more range. It has more ability to hit someone. Hey, something else. I think I already have this guy as well, but at least you know there are other ones here. How are we doing? We got 4, okay. I don't think her... Well, she is high power, but like her attack could be better. It's just we need to do more things first. We need to like actually get her stuff sorted out first, which we haven't just yet. Oh, there's no way we're going to reach next encounter in time. Yep. When we only have 2 slots left, I'm gonna maybe start dodging these, like some of these enemies, just to see if we can get the charges. But it's not really looking like it right now. Yeah, these guys. At least they're here, but I need your charged up version. Or whatever your Revenant was called. Ow. Get out of here before these face eaters get me. Oh, it doesn't have as much range as this. What's new in help? Oh, just the Sen help. So it's starting to look like we're not going to get what I want. I'm going to look ahead and see if there's anything over here. No, it's just more of these. Yeah, no, I need you to be the one that's like charged up. God dang it. Nah, we're done here. No luck. We'll have to grind out the big guys another time. Nice.
少し整理しましょう。過去の思想があるから、心も頭も整理します。
Hang on.
過去の思想があるから、心も頭も整理しましょう。
I've got a lot of accept pains. Okay, we might be able to make an accept pain free, because I think it is better.
思いを束ねて前に。本は心を解きほぐしてくれます。
Or an accept pain end even.
どの思想も無駄。心も頭も整理しましょう。この思いで。
Oh, it's only level 3. Okay, never mind.
心も頭も過去の思想があるから。本は心を解きほぐしてくれます。この思い。
Trophy unlocked. Make 30 sentiments or modify 30 sentiments. Oh, you lower physical defense for it though. Next hope is what is a good booster. I'll give you that one. You need that oomph. Because your magic defense is so shit. Yeah, have this, kind of balance you out a little bit. Oh, I need more human ones, that's fine. But I can give you one. I'm gonna save, manual save, been done in a bit, and then we'll start it. Ordeal, Garden of Pleasure, it. Let's go. So I was just checking something. Oh! We left the creepy area, but this area isn't normal either. This is still purgatory, right? I think things can look so different. Thanks for letting me come, Ray. Yeah. Thank you for the idea. Ah, don't worry about it. I'm simply following my justice. I'm glad. I don't care for this place. It's real creepy, but... Sen, I wanted to see you. How do you feel? Are you okay to be out of the hospital? Let me know if Big Sis Kokoro can help with anything. You know I love you. My test results were normal. It was hard to play off the crest, but I'm out of the hospital. I shouldn't need help. You have my thanks, Kokoro. I like you too. Aww! Aww! Sen, you're so calm. Strangely, I've had a lot of girls express their affection for me. Because I went to an all-girls school. Or maybe it's because you're fucking red eyes, black hair, like a strong sense of justice, like a really cool demeanor. Maybe it's just you're an attractive person, Sen. An all-girls school? That's like a forbidden paradise! Kokoro. Forbidden? You just need to apply saying you're female. If you pass the test, you can enroll. I don't think that's what she means. Ooh, I like you like that, Zen. Anyway, hi. Yeah. Oh, it's you. The stomach girl. Who are you? Hosanna Banana Nanana. That doesn't even rhyme. Is Nanana your first or last name? I don't know. Revenants don't have first or last names. Or schools or tests. Revenants. Understood. So that means... You were evil. Hey! This girl is scary! Zen ain't the only one who's scary. Hey, it's been so mean. Even though I decorated the place. You mean you made this strange scenery? Hey, Ray, does it make you feel happy? Yeah. Yes. Yay! Nanana is happy when Ray is happy. Can you tell me why you did this? What is your purpose? Isn't it obvious? For fun and excitement. I want to play with you, Ray. What are you up to? This is a playground for Nanana and Ray. Nanana closed the path to go deeper into purgatory. If you don't beat me, you can't go deeper. Why would you do that? So we just need to defeat you? Yes, exactly. First, let's play tag. Tag? Is this a joke? Like I said, this is a playground, and we're going to play. You want us to catch you? Nanana isn't it. Nanana wants to chase too. Nanana made an it by modifying a spectre that Nanana found here. It's probably hiding somewhere. Whoever finds it first and beats it wins. Alright, here we go. Ready? No, wait. This isn't a fair match. We don't know what it looks like. We can't find it. It's okay. Nanana made it look nice and stylish. Stylish? How would we know what it looks like? Ready? Go! Damn it, is this a joke? It's dangerous to comply with her, but we have no choice. Yeah, we don't have time to waste. There is a nice change of pace. All the like flowers and trees and whatnot, and grass. After everything else we've had. So does the shop now sell the new... Yeah, the humours. I won't worry about that just yet, because there'll probably be new-ish variants of new enemies. Okay, at least Eon Alphas are here as well, so we can still keep on grinding them out. I only just realised Sen has a shit ton of HP. I like playing as Sen. She might not do as much, at least right now, like her damage is not quite the same way, but she's pretty fun. Oh, betas are these guys. Okay, so there's another new enemy to start worrying about in terms of like trying to get memories. As long as I get one, it'll make it easier for me to grind, because then I at least have a basis to look at, you know? I can at least be like, oh, okay, this one I'm missing. But if I have none of them, they don't even appear on your, like, collection. And I'm paranoid that I'll get to the end of the game, and, like, I won't have the trophy because I'm missing one, but I have no idea where it is because I never got a single one of it, you know? And I'll have to look it up. Oh, I like this, like, more playful orchestral track that's playing. So, it's like... this deranged revenant child that we're chasing actually the fourth party member? Like, what do we think? I kind of think she is, but I have no idea how we're going to, like, turn it around to make her playable. Like, how it's going to get turned around so that she can, like, join our side. We'll have to see. Are you a beta as well? Yes, you are. Alright, so we got another new variation to worry about. They're just as weak as the alphas, it feels like. Well, I say they're not because they're just dying as quick as we were when we were lower level, so it's more like they're just kept up with us, but it hasn't worked out for them. But I prefer them be low health, because they're the ranged ones, so I think it makes sense. I also very much appreciate that Ren's specials really don't cost that much SP. So they're very spammable. It's like Ray's spin to win, that only costs 10, that's pretty spammable. Yeah, but yeah, these guys died super quick. Oh, okay, there's a stronger variant over there. You are Botheus. Yeah, Ren's super fun to play as. Like, damn, it really is just Kokoro that's just kind of not great. Oh, okay, hang on. Aye, get out of here. Did one of the 3 slashes just straight up miss? It looked like it, right? Alright, that's the end of the road this way. I went to press circle to jump, god dang it. I've played so many games where circles jump now that it feels more natural than X. Which I think is probably just like proof I'm a complete flippin' weeb. Because most of them are Japanese games, because they prefer circle to be like the confirm / jump button. Oh, Tony's! Oh, no, he's got an accident on the O. I'm still calling him Tony's. Afternoon, can't sleep. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing well other than sleep demons. I struggled to get much sleep last night, to be fair, but that was just because the temperature suddenly spiked here in the UK without much warning. It's not hot, but it's gone from like... We've been averaging like 15 degrees Celsius, and then suddenly it spiked to like 24. And so although that's not that much, it was enough to kind of throw me off my rhythm trying to sleep last night. But we're still working our way through Crystar. We've got a 3rd character, and she's a black-haired with red eyes, so like she's immediately like a favourite of mine. With like a strong sense of justice, and she has a cape, and she's actually pretty fun to play as. So, like, you know, like she's ticking every single box. I'm fine. Good to hear. Hopefully you'll sleep better the next night. And we're currently stuck in a game, so to speak, in the story with a Revenant, where a Revenant won't let us out until we win a game of it or tag with it. But it doesn't want to be the one that's tagged as to be found. It's instead marked an enemy, and we have to find the enemy before she does, which feels like cheating because if she marked it, she knows where that is. What is that thing? Is that it? It is colourful, but I can't determine if it is the it. What do you think, Kokoro? I don't know either. If this is stylish, then I don't understand fashion. Regardless, it's suspicious. Let's kill it. It's a bulky motherfucker. So I hope it is. There we go. I'll say if it didn't die from that. Alright, we got it. It's way stronger than it looked. Ray, but with longer hair and a goth phase in tone whenever she speaks. Like her swords, though. Yeah. I think that's a little bit of the trouble of the art style. Some of the characters do look kind of similar to each other, just with little changes, just because of the art style kind of sort of drawing all the faces around the same. Did we win the game? Yahoo! Isn't this fun and exciting?
どうだ
Well, as you can see,
私たちの勝利
we won.
ブブ
Wrong. I messed up on that one. That one was just one of the mistakes. If you're the only one who knows what's right and what's a mistake, you can just cheat.
待って
Wait,
本当にそうなの
are you sure? You're not cheating, right?
例に嘘つ
I wouldn't lie to Ray.
もっと
There's a way more stylish it.
探しましょう
Let's keep looking. We shouldn't waste time here.
そうだな
You're right. Though I don't want to, we should comply with her rules.
けど
Yeah, but
ナナナも探さ
Nanana needs to find it too. Let's enjoy the game. Well, before we go there, I got some looting to do. The only trade-off with this character is that she's faster and she does great attack. The trade-off is apparently she levels up slower, according to the tutorial. Which I suppose is a fair trade-off. She's powerful, but she can start falling behind if you're not careful. So that's why I'm committing to her more as well,
あとは頼む任せてください
and not just using Ray. XP no doubt, yeah. Oh, can I check how much experience they need? Okay, well that's a bad example because she's like a point, she's so close to it. But when she next levels up, maybe we can try and compare and see, like, if it is just like she gets less experience or whether she just needs more sort of deal. It's kind of hard to tell when she's only 32 points off. Ooh, okay, she is interruptible though in triple slash. Gotta keep that in mind. With her demon slashes. Oh, another Tony! Oh, Tony! However you pronounce it because of the accent on the O. Alright, now she's level... Oh god, yes. Okay, she takes way longer to level up. Because you're about a third off, but that's still like a good 400 more than in that sense. And you're a little past half, so yeah, she takes like a good 400, 500 points more to level up. She also has the most health in the party. Like, she has 999 health right now. I have no idea if 999 is the cap, or whether it's just the level ups coincidentally drop me there, so we'll have to see. Oh, never mind, I just realised Ray's actually got 1027. Not Ray, Kokoro. I just never use Kokoro, so never noticed. So far we're 2 for 3. Because Kokoro's not that fun, but Ray and Sen here are pretty fun to play. Well, I say that the whole game as a whole's got problems, but in terms of like what the game's doing, these two are the more fun ones. It's not the cap, sadly. Yeah. Oh, these are technically new enemies. I mean, technically is the key word because it's just a repurposed boss, but still. Oh, I did manage to beat that boss in RE6 yesterday in the end. By the way, goddess. It was the very next attempt after you went, I did it. The nice strategy pulled through. As in, I literally just stopped using my gun, just kept on charging in and knifing the heck out of it, and it worked. Do you happen to have sun power outages in your regions, by the way? Because I've been getting them sometimes. Not too often. Like maybe like once every like 4 or 5 months we get it. Like we tend to do all right, at least here where I am. But then equally, like I said, the UK can be a fickle place sometimes with what it does and doesn't do. So maybe I'm just lucky. I tend to get internet shortages instead, which might just be the provider, to be fair, and not like something to do with the power. A boss's Crystar campaign. Deemed as one of the cheapest bosses according to Watch Mojo's YouTube channel. Oh, and I see. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it is annoying. Like, once you figure it out, I didn't think it was too bad. It was just figuring it out was the problem. But in saying that, I don't even know if I did it legitimately. Like I said, I just knifed it to death in the end. Because the knife is enough to, like, damage the wounds on the side. And if you're like, hugging it on the side, it seems to struggle to hit you. And then when it turns into, like, rock solid, like, when you, like, split it up, the knife's enough to break it. You don't even need to use the gun or wait for, like, the thunderbolt. And then once it's broken out, it's a quick time event to stab it, but you're already at point blank, so you can do the quick time event. You know, like, so like, it felt like the knife was genuinely the way to go. There it is. That poor thing really stands out. It's hard to determine for certain. That's it. Let's defeat it. Really? Ray, aren't you being a little hasty? We'll know when we defeat it. Let's go. Is this one going to be as bulky as the last one? Yeah, kinda. Okay. Oh, fuck, god damn it. Also, it didn't course correct. I've been spoiled by Final Fantasy 16 auto course correcting supers. That was a waste. In 16, if you're locked onto an enemy, if you use a super of any kind, it will auto, like, shift you round. Speaking of FF16, that game got free DLC this morning. It's added some extra costumes and made some adjustments to arcade mode to make it that you can't cheese it as much. Oh, and rebalanced a couple skills, because some of them were a little too fucking broken for the balance of the game, and some of them were kind of worthless. So they've reworked a couple of them to make them more consistent. And they also announced that Final Fantasy 16 is getting not one, but 2 DLCs, which is pretty fucking nice. I mean, we knew they were gonna work on DLC, because Yoshi P, according to him, he said DLC was never going to start working until after the game is out, and they heard feedback from people. But it also depended on sales, and the game, despite being only on PS5, did extremely well. So it was like, okay, DLC's coming, you know? Not surprised there. I mean, how is something that looks like that so strong? Hello again, you deranged child. Ta-da! Nanana is here! So was this the one? Ha! That's totally not stylish. Wrong again. Let's go to the next one. How can you two be so accepted? What is stylish? I don't know fashion. What do you mean you don't know fashion? The most fashionable one here. What do you mean? You've got this cape with like this checkerboarding on the inside. You've got these red gems. You've got like this almost like suit with like this elegant like feather piece around your collar. You got like this cool hair piece that looks like a crown. What do you mean? If it comes down to it, we will defeat everything, including her. This is so exciting! I guess we'll continue. Final Fantasy game where we got a lot of DLC was 13.3 aka LR, which... to bring up the IGO7 remake, Cloud and Buster saw as a pre-order promo. Yeah, I remember that. It was actually pretty cool because new costumes meant new movesets in 13.3. So a new costume DLC is like, oh, at least it's a good incentive. Fucking sucks that you can't get it normally, but at least it's a new playstyle, you know? 7 Remake technically got DLC, but it was more of like an expansion that just came with the PS5 version with intermission, which was kind of nice. Getting to play as Yuffie early. Voiced by the wonderful Susie Young. And you know what's funnier as well is that in the intermission DLC, you work with like this new character called Sonnen. I didn't realize he's voiced by Alex Lee. And Alex Lee is now like, you know, the voice of Luke in Street Fighter 6. He's like the face of Street Fighter 6. And I was just like, man, how things work out, huh? But I can't wait for the 16 DLC, because I want to see what the feedback they take into the main game. Because I think I've mentioned it whilst you've been on stream, Goddess. But like, basically, like, I loved 16. The only problem I had with it was pacing. I felt the pacing was kind of slow, especially in the latter half of the game. Like, in the former half, it kind of keeps moving at a decent pace. But in the second half, no, some of it drags a bit. So I'm kind of hoping the DLC will be, like, a little bit snappier. And because it's DLC and so, you know, won't be as big, I think by default it will be a little snappier, or at least that's my theory. So I essentially want, because 16's, it has like these open spaces. They're not open world, they're just like kind of like big play spaces. And you have them, but you also have these linear like focus like action levels. And I kind of want the DLC to just be the action levels because they were at the best part of the game. Yeah, I know, I didn't realize you gave it a 2 as well, but I know one man gave it the absolutely fucking deranged score of 2. I am a firm believer, I was the same way, no game under the sun deserves a 2. In my humble opinion, no game deserves that. I gave Remake a 9. I don't do scores, I don't like doing scores, but I gave it a critical 9 but a personal 10. Because it was everything I wanted after the original, and everything I didn't realize I wanted. The only gripe I had was that air combat sucked. Literally everything else I loved. The whole set in an alternate time where Aerith didn't die is not like a thing at all. That's just like theorizing. That's not a thing at all. She's still gonna die in Remake because she literally has to for the plot to move. It's like a canon moment if you've watched the new Spider-Man movie. She has to die for the plot to move. All Remake does is cover the first act, the Midgar act, which she's still alive in. It's end of Act 2 that she dies, so we'll probably find out at the end of the new game. Also, yeah, well, it's one of those things. I don't know if you like know about the background of like 4 Remake Part 1. 7 Remake, sorry, not 4 Remake. I've got Resident Evil on the brain again. Basically, the reason why that game didn't get a single patch or update or anything after it came out is because they hit the absolute goddamn hard limit of the PS4's rendering capability with the engine. If they updated it at all, something else would have had to give to make room for it, and so they physically couldn't do it. Which is why the DLC is PS5 only, because if they tried to put that DLC on PS4, it would have overloaded and something else would have had to give. Which is kind of fucking crazy. Especially considering 7 Remake Part 2 is going to be PS5 exclusive, and they've already confirmed that's going to be 2 discs. And I'm like, guys, stop! You don't need to keep on making them this big. So, you know, the flowers aren't like a pixelated mess on the PS5 version, because they could actually patch it. Yeah, Part 2 is not out yet. Part 2 is out in January. For the 7 Remake. Part 1, when it got the PS5, it just got the intermission DLC, which was a side story featuring Yuffie, because Yuffie's usually not in Midgar, so they could just basically make up their own story in Midgar. With Yuffie, just make a little side story to give her some more character, which I think they did pretty fine. And what helped as well was that Yuffie took in the feedback, like her DLC took in the feedback from the main game, and she plays like a dream. And I'm hoping that how she plays is how the rest of the gang's going to start playing in Part 2. Because she was so fucking fun to play. It made it hard to go back to the base game after I did the Yuffie DLC because of how well she played. Yeah, because the whole game, it's a re-sequel. Because there's 4 different Sephiroths running around with timeline shenanigans. The original one that's in Northern Crater, which is like, you know, from the original 7. The illusionary one that is inserted into Cloud's mind. You know, the one that sometimes just vanishes when Cloud strikes at them in 7 Remake. That one's one of the new Sephiroths. The Sephiroth you fight at the end of the game is the one from thousands of years in the future, because Sephiroth can never truly die, because his blood is connected to Jenova, and Jenova is connected to the planet, so unless the planet dies, he can always come back. And then there's another one as well that I've read about in the book, but I can't remember which one that is, but it's just one that you bump into. The Mystic Troll Sephi, yeah. Sephiroth in 7 Remake's just a complete fucking troll. And it's wild as well, because, like, I was talking to one man about it, like, I've talked to him many a times, because we get into a number of scuffles about our opinions on 7 Remake. Because ultimately 7 Remake is kind of disingenuous about who its target audience is and who it's for. It plays itself off as, you know, this recreation of the original, so you can skip the original, when it's not. It's a direct sequel to Advent Children. So you have to have an understanding of the original, have some understanding of Crisis Core because of Zack's involvement, and then you have to understand Advent Children. the Harbingers that you fight at the end, like the giant ghost guys, the 3 that show up, the red, blue, and yellow one, are literally the Advent Children. For goodness sake, you know? For his, what did Zack take on for his whole game? Crisis Core is the Zack game, the prequel, but in the end of Crisis Core, Zack dies so Cloud can become the living legacy. Because basically the whole thing with Cloud is that none of his memories are real. All of his memories are basically brainwashed into him. He thinks he's Zack. He's got all of Zack's memories and he thinks he's him. So all the cool mercenary shit he does isn't him. It's his memories of Zack that he thinks are his own. But Zack dying was the last nail in the coffin that basically completed that brainwashing. So the timeline getting split in the remake, that there's now a separate timeline where Zack lives, can cause a shit ton of timeline shenanigans, because that means in that timeline, Cloud never became a mercenary because he doesn't have the memories of being a mercenary. He's just some normal guy who worked for Shinra. Which was actually, like, the real coolest twist. One of my favourite things, and I'm sorry if I just spoiled that for you, by the way, but one of my favourite things about the original 7 is because everyone always talks about the Aerith death twist. Not that many people, outside the people who played the game, know the actual best twist of the game, which is the Cloud memory twist. And the way that's handled, the way that's delivered. Like, if you haven't played the game, most people, like, everyone knows Aerith's death because Aerith's death gets brought up all the fucking time. It's one of the most, like, iconic twists. It's like the Darth Vader is Luke's father of video gaming. Everyone bloody knows it. But the Cloud memory being Zack and him not actually ever qualifying as a soldier, something that's alluded to all game, but never explicitly, like, revealed in a way, so when it hits, you sit there and you go, wait, what? But then when you play it a second time, you notice it all. It was just super cool. And I'm hoping that's where Act 2 will end. Or, well, Part 2 of the remake will end. Because the beauty of the original 7 is that its 3-act structure, it gets compared to Star Wars, but for good reason. The original Star Wars trilogy, the first was like the heroic venture where everything happens. The second film was where everything goes wrong and the film ends with the party at their lowest point. And then Part 3 is to finding the way to redeem it at the very end. Which is what this Final Fantasy VII's 3 acts did. Act 1, you know, you do all the shenanigans in Midgar. You kind of win the day and, like, fuck over Shinra a little bit. Part 2, it ends with Aerith dead, Cloud realizing he's brainwashed and falling into the live stream to become, like, comatose for a huge chunk of the game. And the rest of the party is either in prison about to get executed or straight up missing. Like, it's like the super fucking, like, darkest, deepest pit. And then Act 3 is trying to get... You start the game, like, Act 3 just as Tifa, because Cloud is literally in a wheelchair, not speaking a word right now. And you have to kind of build the party back up and get them back together, and get the gang back in order. Like, Final Fantasy VII was fucking wild, especially when it got to its final act. And I'm hoping Part 2 ends at the darkest moment. Because people who've never played the original then... who don't know it, like, now they have to wait for Part 3, and that could take 3 to 4 years, and in that time, you don't know if Cloud's gonna be safe or not, you know? Oh, and also the world's ending. You know the meteor that's on, like, the logo for Final Fantasy VII? Well, yeah, that meteor's in the sky and approaching the planet by that point in the game. So it's literally like, Tifa and Barra are in prison, are about to get executed. Yuffie, Red 13, and Vincent are missing. Kai Shi is already revealed to be a traitor, so he can't be trusted. Cloud's comatose in a wheelchair and not saying anything. Like, Aerith is super dead. You know, like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, the situation couldn't be more foobar. Still not as bad as entering Act 3 of Final Fantasy VI, but one thing at a time. You enter the final act of Final Fantasy VI, and the world's literally ended. The world has been ended, and it's made very clear that even if you go and defeat the main villain, all of humanity is going to die very soon. Because one of the things that ended in the world is that the water, the entire ocean basically got contaminated. So everyone's going to be poisoned to death slowly but surely anyway. Oh, and in the original 7, according to, like, the like the lore book of the game, about 500-ish years after Final Fantasy VII takes place, humanity go extinct, which is even revealed in the base game's ending. In the original game's post-credit scene, you see Red 13 looking over like a forest-ridden Midgar, and there's no humans around. They did. If we all know why they did 7 first, because 7 is not only the most popular Final Fantasy, it's one of the most successful video games of all times. It was the emergency red button for Square. If they ever need money, remake 7. You know, like. But I agree. The only thing with 6 is that I think 6 having 14 playable characters would have made it a much more monumental effort. And so I think just for now, they decided to pass on it. Hopefully they'll go back to it, but at least for now, it was just like, nah, one thing at a time. But I don't think they would necessarily have to censor Terra's outfit, but I think they will modernize it. Which, although might sound like the same thing, isn't. Like, the Final Fantasy VII cast, all of their costumes are slightly different from how they looked in the original. Because some of them were obviously more 90s and sexy manga look sort of thing that they had going on, that they kind of like adjusted and made just look more natural, while still honouring the original look. And that's what I'd like to see them do. Like, still honour the original idea, honour the original look, but just, clean it up a little bit to not look so 90s. If they ever remake my personal favourite Final Fantasy IV, really is the one where it's not a matter of, oh, will they or won't they, it's a matter of they fucking need to, because she's 9 years old! So, like, they need to change that costume. After the time skip, whatever, but before then, she's 9 years old! Final Fantasy IV is my personal favourite Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy IV. And it's the one I hope gets remade. Final Fantasy IV was the very first Final Fantasy I played, so I'm biased, but it's still my favourite. It's why it was the first Final Fantasy I live streamed, because there was no way in hell I wasn't going to play it first, in terms of live streaming. Spectre here, looks pretty normal. In terms of Final Fantasy streams, ignoring like the new releases, like obviously I did 16, and I'm gonna do 7 Remake Part 2 when it comes out. The next Final Fantasy I want to cover will be 6. I'm going to be doing it in a bit of a weird order, because after 6, the next classic one I want to cover is 3, because I genuinely really like 3. Then it will probably be either 1 or 5, but that'll be a coin flip, because I kind of like both of them for different reasons. The only one I'm avoiding is 2, which is why it's a sub-goal instead, because 2 is the only Final Fantasy I don't like. So making it a sub-goal instead, it's like, hey, do you want to see me suffer? You know what you gotta do. Okay, the next area, huh? But as for like 7, 8, and 9, all of them are like base 7, base 8, and base 9, I mean. Like, all of them are significantly longer games, and 7's got weird like recording block scenes on the PS4 version, so I'm just not that fussed yet. And 9, I would want to cover the super boss, but that means grinding out fucking Chocobo hot and cold. And I am not ready to do that again yet. Because that is... Also, I think we accidentally went the right way, and I think this is the last zone, so I might have to like, go back to this level off screen and clean up the loot. Better yes, self-consciousness. It's just running crazy. This one too. Let me clear it. Yeah, 2 borrowed too much. Well, I think it was before the Saga series was a thing, but it kind of did Saga's approach to it by making it that you had stat grinding instead of level grinding, but it just made the game so unbearably grindy. I don't mind grinding in games, but holy shit, it is so grindy, and I just don't like it. I finished it, but afterwards I was like, I don't know if I want to play this game ever again, but I will if someone makes me. It's just a shame because I like 2's story. It's just 2, and what 2 introduced, because 2 introduces a lot of things that then became staples. Like it was the first one to have the behemoth enemy. Like, for example, that was one because you fight the behemoth in the arena because the emperor is the emperor's pet. It was the first one. I say the original Final Fantasy also went a little crazy with the whole Garland survives through time shenanigans and infinite repeating time to become chaos. Like, he makes a time loop. But the emperor, like, killing him going to hell, and then him overthrowing the devil and coming back to try and take over the world as the new devil, it was like, okay, alright. That was like the first real instance. I was like, okay, Final Fantasy's getting kind of crazy. Final Fantasy just kind of leans into its absurdism sometimes, and I love it. And I loved as well that on the PS1 remake, there's like bonus post-game content where after you beat him in hell, he then, because the only place he can go is heaven, he goes to heaven and he overthrows God and you fight him a third fucking time. And I was just like, God damn it. He might turn into Dissidia. Yeah, I like the PSP Dissidia games. I'm not a big fan of the PS4 one though. Which is a shame, because I was super excited for the PS4 one, but they just toned down all the mechanics to make it like a 3-on-3. Which, I like the idea of it being 3 versus 3 and having like that cooperative element to it, but I just kind of missed the mechanical complexity. My biggest hopium has always been a traditional 2D fighting game out of Final Fantasy. Like, I can't even stress how much I think that would fucking rule if they did a Final Fantasy fighting game. Be in there afterwards, yeah. Let's go, we can't let any Revenant escape. Huh? The Spectre defeated the Revenant. Is that rare? Revenants are stronger than Spectres. This would normally be impossible. So maybe it's not normal. Get ready, here it comes. Can I just... God damn it. I was like, can I go back and explore? So I haven't missed too much. It's like in that... If you check the map, it's like right at the bottom. So it's not too much to go back to and explore if I do need to come back. Oh, let me just super for a second. And this time not dodge past the enemy. Actually, let's try and cut up the extras. Oh, trophy unlocked. Revealing the witches. Get 100,000 essence. Nice. Okay, now we can start spending in the shop. Not that I need to, because there's not really much worth it in the shop, but still. Now we can do it more freely. Oh yeah, I fucking love the fight against Feral Chaos in Dissidia Duodecim, or Dissidia 012. I just like Dissidia Duodecim in general. That game's brilliant. Is it going to force us up the level? I was about to say, there is more of a path. That was a formidable enemy. Or heck, my ultimate pipe dream, not just any fighting game in Final Fantasy. You know the Dragon Ball fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighters, where it's like the 3-on-3, or like Marvel vs. Capcom? Give me that but Final Fantasy. Just go super fucking ham on it and have 3v3. I want fucking Cloud, Kuja, and Tidus on a team together. Or, you know, fucking Cloud of Darkness and Ultimecia and, like, Zect. You know, like, come on. And just make, like, a tag team. I think that game would be so sick. Took me just over 23 times just for me to beat him when I used to own that before. And I used Terra to do it. That's fair enough. The biggest thing, like, from Feral Chaos, other than that bullshit at the start of, like, have you played a Dissidia game before? And if you say yes, it puts you, like, right in front of the final boss at level 1, and you just get destroyed, and then that Moogle comes up and goes, oh, maybe don't be so confident, Kupo. He's like, fuck you. But outside of that, the biggest thing I remember is that boss theme. Katana Mortis and the God of Fire. I think I had that on my phone for a while. On my playlist for a while. I loved that track. That was a formidable enemy. Whatever that was, it was insanely strong. There's something on the ground. A red ribbon? Yahoo! It's Nanana! The id has been beaten! Oh, I modified it to make it super strong cute. This is it? Correct! Yada ya! I could tell it's a red ribbon, right? Didn't have it. Are you talking about this? Huh? Did it fall off? How is this stylish? The ribbon is the epitome of fashion. The ribbon is justice. She's not wrong. I like hair ornaments as well. I understand. Yeah, Square have been really fussy about their soundtracks. in recent years, and it's really unfortunate. Because they all used to be pretty damn available on everything. But it's like all of the Pixel remaster soundtracks, like 1 through 6, like they all got remix soundtracks. All of them get copyrighted and pulled down usually, like get like straight up takedown notices. Like Final Fantasy 4 when I live stream now, even though I played with the original soundtrack, one of those streams got copyright claimed. 7 Remake, the only way that's on YouTube is by one dude playing the system but making all the videos, this is not this track. So it's like, this is not One Winged Angel, this is not the Expressway. And 16's OST, despite the official soundtrack being out for a couple weeks now, it still isn't anywhere really on YouTube because they get taken down like immediately. Wait, which one was it? I think it was the first stream I did. It's like the opening theme, I think got. Oh, and as well, like, I've mentioned it during it, but I don't mind mentioning it again. Because I grew up with Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, and especially the PS1 ports, I will be playing all of those games in their original soundtracks, whilst 1, 2, and 3, I will probably be playing them with the Pixel Remastered soundtracks. Right, also. Which is a deep shame, because more people need to hear Ascension. More people need to hear that fucking track. More people need to hear Ascension. That is such a godly goddamn track. Really, in Final Fantasy 16. It's straight up my favourite track in that game. Ascension is so good. Especially where it plays in the story, and the build-up to it, and the tragedy that's surrounding it, yet the intensity of it. That you're having this giant climactic kaiju battle as a fire demon fighting Bahamut in space, but he's gone berserk, and he's Golden Bahamut from 14 now. And he's launching fucking terror flares at you. And then all you've got is this sexy as hell orchestra playing in the background, carrying all of the intensity, carrying all the majesty, because you're basically fighting a prince, whilst also carrying the tragedy of like his homeland being destroyed. And then like, oh, like I could go on, but it's one of those, like, it's such a magical track. Even if I have problems with 16 when it gets to like the moments, so to speak, it delivers them so hard. When it gets like the intense moment where everything's kicking in, it's so fucking heavy, and I love it. Yeah, 3, I didn't have too much trouble with 3. I think 2's still the grindiest. 3's only grindy when it gets to the Crystal Tower at the end, I feel. The Crystal Tower at the end is such a huge spike, but the Pixel Remaster kind of trivializes it because you can save anywhere, so you don't have to worry about the original gimmick of like you have to do the entire dungeon in one go. That you can also turn on an autosave, so the game will automatically drop a save when you enter a new floor. So you can like really trivialize a lot of Crystal Tower, thankfully. The only trouble with the job system is where it's the first one to do it, they have a lot of like focused sections where it's like there's a boss that's only weak to Dragoon, so you have to be Dragoon to do it. And it's like in 5 they do away with that. They don't force you to use a job, so you'll have more options. Even if 5 is way harder, but 5 also has that the whole gimmick of 5 is that you have to max out every job class, and it doesn't really tell you that. If you stick to one job class, you'll never fucking beat 5. If you max them all out and then make them freelancers, you have so many options, you can trivialize so much of it. Especially the Potion Master. I imagine it's fixed on the Pixel Remaster, but in the original version, if you became a potion seller, I require your strongest potion. There are some really busted ones that allow you to like break bosses. And I mean literally break them. In like when you go to fight X-Death, in the first phase, you can drop a potion on him that stops him from being able to change statuses. Changing to the second phase technically counts as changing a status, so you can make it that he physically just can't go into the second phase, like, you know, the real meat of the fight where he becomes Neo X-Death. So he just despawns, and then the fight's over, you beat the game. I imagine things like that are fixed in the Pixel Remaster now. I imagine you can't do that anymore. When I was a kid, that was how I first beat him, because I didn't know about the whole grinding out every single job. So I just looked it up and then read that there was a potion that makes it they can't change status, and phase 2's the bosses counts as a status change. I was like, oh! Bro, I brute force X-Death when I faced him. Yeah, fair enough. When I was a kid, and you know, an idiot, I just did that, because I didn't know that you were supposed to grind out all the job classes. If you do, like, not grind out the job classes, but just every time you finish a job, move on to another one. By the time you get to X-Death, he's pretty damn manageable. It's just if you commit to one job class, you're screwed. You won't win. You might have to do a little bit of grinding, like, you might, sort of thing, but not anywhere near as much you have to do if you commit to one. Like, your levels won't really carry you, your moveset will. It's why I don't think Omega's too bad either. Omega's not too bad in 5. Shinryu's a bastard, regardless of how you play, because he expects you to max out your job class, but Omega's somewhat manageable. Wait, am I the wrong one here? What the hell? Oh wait, this was all about fashion. We won, is that right? Yeah! It was fun running around with Ray, but I'm not satisfied yet. Are we going to continue with this? Of course, because I want to play more with Ray. What should we do next? I'll think about it, so just wait, okay? I don't care, let's just get this started. I don't have time to... Oh, that was cute. See you! But Mirai's waiting for me. Right now, she has the upper hand. We need to wait for an opportunity to strike. Next time we see her, we won't let her go. Let's head back for now. Okay. I don't know when I'm going to get to Final Fantasy VI, though. Just because I've got so many other games I want to cover, like, soon-ish. Like, I'm covering this because I want to cover its spiritual successor. Well, not even really spiritual, it is a successor, it's the same company, Cry Machina, when that comes out at the end of October in Europe. I want to start the Dusk Saga at some point in the Atelier games. It's the only saga that's, like, on modern hardware I haven't tried yet. You know, Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 is in January. I'm not interested in Spider-Man 2, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. Nor am I interested in Mortal Kombat 1, so that's a hard skip as well. That game's also super fucking overpriced, because what do you mean? It's got a season pass, a pre-order bonus, a DLC pack, and loot boxes. And it's like a $70 game. What the fuck do you mean? Let's get... Let's just get the City NT. So no, you do fight Shinryu in that game. Which is a pain to beat, though. Yeah, the whole thing with the story mode in that one, and I can tell you a cheese if you ever do decide to get it, the story mode only unlocks when you reach certain ranks. So, like, when you beat the first mission, you physically can't do it. However, there's kind of a thing that allows you to boost ranks super easily. One of the game modes in, like, arcade mode, like single player, is, like, a capture... Like, destroy the crystal, not capture the flag. Destroy the crystal. Both teams have a crystal, and you have to destroy the enemies before they destroy yours. However, ranged characters can hit the crystal outside of, like, the circle. If you're outside of the circle, the enemy AI will never prioritize you. So what you do is that you just pick a ranged character, break the crystal, and when it comes up with the arcade mode menu, always pick the harder option, because you get more rank points the harder rank you are. Because the AI will never target you, the difficulty doesn't matter. So you just crank it up to the absolute highest difficulty you can, and then just grind that out, and you'll hit the highest rank super quick. I did it in a couple hours at the time, and then you can just do the whole story mode. I never did actually beat Shinryu, though. I got to Shinryu, and I did the whole game, but I never beat him, because he was just too hard. And I couldn't be bothered to, like, focus it down and get it mastered, because I just didn't enjoy the game enough. Why does she get in my way? I just want to obtain revival from Mirai. What do I do? Because my thing with Dissidia is, the nude one on PS4, is that when they made it 3v3, to balance it, they reduced the mechanics. Like, there's a lot less mechanics that you have to worry about, and I just found it less fun because of it. Also, Nanaya, why are you ringing us? Yahoo! It's Nanana! Huh? What's wrong? Say it with me, Ray. Ready? Fun? That's enough. No, it's sad. I just wanted to enjoy talking with you. Hey, who's handing out my contact info? Well, I still want to talk. Now that I'm ready, I want to invite you, Ray. We're going to keep going? Of course! We're not tagged this time. I'll tell you the details later. I'll explain when you come, Ray. Please let this be the last time. We'll see how much Nanana enjoys it. Excite Nanana more and more. I'll be waiting. Bye. See ya. Ray's like, can people please stop handing out my fucking number? Hide and seek. Oh, great. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Does anyone want to chat at all? No, she's not in the mood. Okay, got it. Okay, that's that. Alright, how's our Memories of the Dead looking? A revenant of a system engineer who died of overworking. Oh, preach. Months of spending day and night at the workplace due to his hectic situation, he did not eat well. He cursed the clients who kept making changes and the sales team who let them. The work made him start hallucinating. Oh, Jesus. A woman who was a model during her life. Due to an illness, she died from necrosis. She used to have a lover. He was a perfume maker of a famous brand. He always complimented her scents. She was happy. I mean, good old Tony. A revenant with a deficiency in its soul. Its idea is not strong, so it's weak, but it knows some secrets. She still had memories, thousands of them. The structure of the soul was special. She was unaffected by the cogs of renewal. She had an opportunity to learn about idea from a revenant that had been collecting them. Humanity had been given the idea by mistake. The creator was given idea by their creator, but was not allowed to extract them out of souls. Okay, so I need one more you, two more you. Still need literally any more of you. That'd be nice. I feel like we've been waiting for a while. And then at some point I need to go back and grind out PD Piranha. And we got the new dungeon theme. Let's pet the dog, because there's a trophy for petting him 53 times, so I need to keep on it. Clear out our demons. Oh, Tears of Requiem. Purified 100 torments. Rest in peace, for I am sorry. Already prayed a sorry to determination. Masochism evidence. Oh, I need another masochism evidence too. And for this I need some more joy. You need 7 joys? Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, we can make reason to live free. Oh, we need a lot of broken thoughts. Alright, I think now we've hit the trophy for spending, we're going to go kind of buck wild with it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it doesn't just scroll up to the top if you hold left. Got it. Why would it just do that? Is there any that need to be modified? Yes. Max HP plus 100? Damn, not bad. Fusion immunity. She's doing pretty well. Sen's got all the immunities. Alright, let's save and we'll head back out and continue Nanana's games. So you've done tag. And it's gonna be hide and seek. What next, huh? Are we gonna build her a swing set? And then we go to the shop, I'm gonna buy a lot of brokens because we can get them while we're at it. You're here, right? Let's get this over with. Yahoo! As expected, Nanana appears. What's next? Ray, you're so hasty. Let's talk more. You should show some interest in Nanana. We can forcibly get this over with, you know. Ooh, I'm scared. If you do that, you'll be lost in this big forest forever. Won't this forest disappear if we defeat you? I don't know. Nanana's never been defeated, so she doesn't know. Don't you want to play with Nanana, Ray? We got to. I can't risk anything. I'll play along for now. I'm going to start having a drink though, 'cause it's starting to get a bit warm here. I have got a lemon and lime 0. There we are. So that means you want to play, right? Please say it. Yes, I want to play with you. I knew it, Ray. You're an honest one. Are you okay with this, Ray? If this keeps up, you may be forced to do this forever. Wow. Hey, tummy person and thigh person. Oh, all of our thighs are showing. Are you talking about me? Don't interrupt Nanana's playtime with Ray. You're so annoying. Can you just tell us what's going on? What do I need to do? Let's see. I'm going to ignore those two for now. Okay, that's cute. Drum roll. We are playing hide and seek. Hide and seek. What are the rules?
簡単だよ
It's easy. Nanana's gonna go hide in the woods here, so come find me. When you catch Nanana, Ray wins.
こんな見晴らし
We have to find you in a place that's super hard to search. There's no way we can find you as long as you remain quiet. Nanana will be carefully hidden. Look everywhere and find me, okay? Oh, did you forget something? Oh, that's right. You need to count to 10 before you start. Yahoo! This is so fun. Let's chase her before she hides. If we lose her, we'll never find her. Wait. What? We need to count to 10. Who cares about that? Even if it is a revenant making the rules, we still need to follow them. So inflexible. Say something, Ray. 8, 9. Wow, she was so quiet about it. 10. Alright, I started counting while you two were talking. Let's go. We have no time to debate. Kokoro? I'm gonna leave you here, Kokoro. You're gonna be kidding me! How am I the bad guy? Oh, I need to put my can down. Fuck. Alright, let's go. Oh, have we got any new skills recently? Oh, Ascension. After a long charge, perform a powerful blow that has a launch effect. Isn't that just... Okay, so that's just a better version of that. Got it. And Cross Slash is just weaker Triple Slash, so that's fine. The real question is, I said it before, is Nanana going to be our next playable character, or is she just here to be little shit? Actually, no, I don't need them. Alright, now I've just burned a giant hole in my... in it. When I played the demo for Street Fighter 6, where people are making both cursed and dumb characters, since Capcom added in the character. Yeah, I want to get into SF6. I was originally going to get SF6 at launch and stream it, but it was just a smidge too close to a few other releases I wanted to get. And so eventually it's like I had to just kind of figure out financially what was the wise move. I will get to it though, because I just genuinely want to play it. It looks super fun. I've never really been a Street Fighter person, but I wanted to make 6 like kind of my gateway to try and like get into it properly. In the same way, I might try and make Tekken 8 like my gateway to Tekken. Because I was always more into the anime fighters than like the big bread and butters sort of thing. My first proper fighting game that I really got into was Persona 4 Arena. And it's still one of my favourite ones next to BlazBlue Central Fiction. But since BlazBlue's almost certainly never coming back in fighting game form, because Mori's left the company, I have to just take what I can get. Oh yeah, I expect it to be about the same. I'm not that fussed about them, like, competitive. I usually play them pretty casually. And with it being a modern ranking system anyway, it will just put me in people that are around my skill level if I mess around with competitive. It's only if I super got into it that I'd see, like, doing alright. Sorry. Yeah, Tekken story I know about. I know about the entire like Tekken 8 story, and I can't wait for Tekken 8 to release just to find out more about it and what's going on in Tekken 8's world and like where the next step is. Now Heihachi isn't in the picture. In fact, Street Fighter has a lot going on as well because, you know, Bison's influence affects so much in the story. The thing is that for so long, they were so hesitant to make a game that was based after Street Fighter 3. Which just didn't help. Like, it took until 6 before they finally made one that was based after 3. 4 and 5 are based before 3, and after 2. Which is why Bison's still around. And it's also why Luke looks so fucking weird in 5. Because he's basically just like a child in 5 in terms of the timeline. Ironically, the one that's the most story focused is actually the one that's the easiest to like understand. That's Mortal Kombat because Ed Boon keeps on hitting the reboot switch. So like every 3 games, it's like, all right, this story doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, I was gonna say, it wasn't part of the reason why they decided to completely wrap up Heihachi's story is because the voice actor died. I remember reading something about that, and that was like part of the reason that like incentivized them wanting to wrap it up. Oh, jeez. And speaking of fighting games, to change the subject slightly, the next one I'm kind of keeping an eye on is actually the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Because I said forever ago that I would only truly give that game a go if it got like rollback netcode, because its base netcode was awful. And then Rising is like this revised like 2.0 version with rollback, and I'm like, fuck, well, I did say it. I did say I'd check it out. The main one I'm super looking forward to, though, is Under Night 2, because I really enjoyed Under Night 1, and it's the closest I'm going to get to BlazBlue in today's day and age. Going to be dead, but his spirit probably lives on. Well, yeah, considering that he has all those, like spirit clones, because even Cammy was supposed to be, like, a failsafe clone. And I can't believe that JP, it wasn't like an inheritor of the legacy. He was basically like Bison's secretary. He's just like, what the fuck? Okay. I know Street Fighter's always had creatively weird villains, but like JP kind of takes the cake a little bit. Where it's just like, he's just Bison's secretary. Like, what the heck? Well, I kind of miss Seth. You know, remember Seth? I mean, he was kind of worthless in 4, but he came around in 5. My name is Seth! And that's like every single fight you do with him. Oh, Gil. Gil was great, and him being voiced by fucking Liam O'Brien was a genius. It was a genius move. I couldn't think of anyone more perfect for the role. Seriously, every single fight in Street Fighter V, Seth shows up, his only opening line is, my name is Seth! And he says it every single time. Eventually you just gotta, like, mock it. You go, my name is Seth. Sorry. So much fun. What are you? There she is. What does the belly out girl want? She doesn't want to hide, that's fine. Ah, wait! I was just playing before hiding. I don't care. I need to get this over with. Time to run! She left the Revenant behind. Are you the enemy? It's coming over here. Ah, so annoying. Complete waste of time. Let's go. It wasn't like classic OG Akuma or his modern incarnation, which you might face in Tekken 7. Yeah, the wild fucking thing is how they made a crossover character canon to Tekken's story. How they made Akuma canon to the events of 7. I was like, what the heck? What do you mean? Like, that's the way you do a tribute in your crossover. Make it canon to your own story. Yeah. And in fact, Akuma's going to be in Street Fighter 6 as well. He's the final DLC of Season 1, I believe. Because we've got Spider Lady or Snake Lady Arky first, which is at the end of the month. Ed, I'm theorizing January. And so Akuma maybe like March or April. At least that's entirely just my theory. I might be completely wrong, but that's just how I feel. I also theorize that Guilty Gear Strive's third season will have more than 4 characters because they started developing on it earlier than they did with Season 2, and that ended up being wrong, so always take what I say with a grain of salt. I need to actually play Strive properly. I played Strive a little bit when Season 3 dropped, and he said Season 5, Jesus. Season 3 dropped, and Johnny is pretty fun, and the new mechanics are great, but I need to just mess with it properly and get a better feel for it all. Because there was a lot to take in, because a lot of, like, it seems like not much has changed, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's something little that's affected everything. And there's like 3 like significant changes that are all like that, so I need to get back to it and feel it out. Right, yeah, the reason was that was Namco made a partnership with Capcom before they dropped those promo trailers of both the game and him being added beforehand. Oh. Do you know, speaking of Tekken though, something that I do think it's a little weird and admittedly a smidge disappointing. I think we can all agree a huge chunk of Tekken 7's sales wasn't just because it's Tekken, it was because of the crossovers. So why has Tekken 8 got no guest characters at launch? And potentially no guest characters in its first season of DLC either? You know, I would have thought that would have been like in the game, like one of the main new characters is going to be a crossover character of some kind, but no, it's been confirmed by Harada, no crossover characters, or like guest characters of any description in the base roster. I'm just like, why? So I remember when Noctis got added to Tekken 7, and suddenly there was like a huge spike in sales, and I was like, oh, they're absolutely going to do the same in Tekken 8 and have like Clive, because he's the new Final Fantasy protagonist, be in Tekken 8 one way or another. Or like my dream, get Tifa in, because I think Tifa would be a better fit for Tekken than Cloud, personally. But, no, at least not yet. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Tifa doesn't make it, because not everyone knows this, but if you're going to get licensing to use Final Fantasy characters, firstly, in general, it does cost a decent amount of money, but secondly, it actually costs way more if it's a Final Fantasy VII character, because it's treated as the Final Fantasy series and the Final Fantasy VII series. The Final Fantasy VII series is significantly more valuable to Square. And so it costs more. It's why, like, it was kind of a miracle that Cloud showed up 2 games in a row in Super Smash Bros. Because that would have cost Nintendo, or sorry, Bandai, because they were the one that did it, an arm and a leg to do. But the fact that Bandai Namco have a relationship with Square through Smash Bros. And having Cloud and fucking Sephiroth in it is what leads to me to hope that we'll get Tifa in Tekken 8 one day or another. You kidding me? Where is she hiding? That's... Yeah, because that was the thing, because they Sakurai reached out to Square to put a Final Fantasy character in. They were super down for it, and they went, oh, so you want Noctis, right? And he went, no, I want Cloud. like he was talking about it in an interview like ages ago, where it's like they assumed he would want the new character, and he went, no, I want Cloud. I want Cloud in Smash. Yeah. And Sephi was kind of like a miracle, because everyone assumed the fact that, you know, Cloud only had 2 tracks in Smash, you know, his story was super rigid and restricted, like there really wasn't that much to him. He didn't have any like English lines. He's one of the only characters that wasn't dubbed. It seemed like it was like on a very tight leash, so we all just kind of gathered there'd be no more Final Fantasy characters. So the fact when Sephi got announced at Game Awards, I was like, oh my god. And he got like the sickest fucking CGI trailer out of the entirety of Smash Bros. Next to like that Mega Man reveal trailer. Like he was right up there with one of the best trailers of any character. It's like perfect. And you got a bunch of remixes, and like you get Northern Crater as a stage, and it's like it's like Jesus Christ, man, this game's so cool. It makes me wish I had a Switch. Big kaboom! Kill, kill. Haha, I'm already dead. Let me eat souls. I won't give you Nanana's soul.
もうわざとなんちゃうかな。
Yeah, the reason why Sora was last is because they really didn't think they were gonna get Sora. Because, you know, it's not just a matter of getting through Square, it's a matter of getting through Disney as well for Sora. Because Sony, Kingdom Hearts as a property is co-owned. Disney own half of it, Square own half of it. And so they just all assumed there was no way in hell they were ever going to get Sora. So that's how he ended up last, because it was literally a miracle that it ended up working out. But yeah, the DLCs did pretty good. Like you said, like Joker was in Season 1. I think the girl from ARMS was Season 2. Like, Banjo was Season 1. Yet another Fire Emblem character was Season 1. And in Season 2, you know what was wilder? Is that in Season 2, we had the character from ARMS, then the next character we got was fucking Steve from Minecraft. The very, very next character after fucking Steve was Sephiroth. Banjo! Steve! Sephiroth! Like, what the fuck? And it was a Flash knockoff game. Imagine Goku in it. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, but that's probably a fan game, so it's probably not necessarily following the rules per se anyway. Doing this on purpose. What should we do, Ray? This is our opportunity. Huh? Already found again? This is a trap. No, you appeared on your own. You better be prepared for us. Let's see. I still want to play some more. Wait. It's showtime. Oh, cute. I love that the announcer, good old Xander Mobius, the announcer does all the, like, the name calls in Smash, put such a, like, visceral tone on Sephiroth's name when you click on him on the player select. Like, it's like Mario, Bowser, Ganondorf, Sephiroth. You're like, Jesus Christ, Xander. You fucking choke whilst you saying that? And it was also funny as well, because Xander Mobius is also the voice actor for Joker. So he literally, like, voiced himself, and then he's also the narrator, or the announcer, even. Nothing will ever beat the Smash Melee announcements. I don't know if you've ever heard the name announcements for Smash Melee, but that one's brilliant, because that one's like... I'm going to try my best impersonation here. It's like, Mario, Link, Ness, Ganondorf. And genuinely, that's how it goes. Like it's like you have all these like extra names, and it's like Peach, Luigi, Ganondorf. And you're like, what the fuck? Smash Melee was a ride. Give me souls. Did Strange saying Sephi's name? Yeah. She'd have more. 2 this time. Very well, worthy challenge. I don't think Smash Melee is the best one. I know it's an extremely hot take that will get me, like, murdered in certain communities. But Smash Melee, I got why it was the most played, because it was the fastest. The game is snappy as fuck. It is super quick. And in Brawl, they slowed it down, and in Wii U, they found, like, a middle ground in between, and then in Ultimate's, like, somewhere in between the Wii U version and Melee. But I think Ultimate's options, the amount of stages, the amount of characters, that's, you know, the Ultimate, it's the best one. Yeah, with Smash 4 or Smash Wii U, there was also a 3DS version, which is why it didn't get a nice subtitle. It was just Smash Wii U, because there was also Smash 3DS. And Smash 3DS was pretty alright. It did a few tricks to get around some of its technical limitations. Like, all the stages were in 30 frames, but the characters were in 60 frames, for example. So then you could still have, like, the smooth animations on the characters for the combat, but the levels ran slower. And I think it was also what stopped them doing more DLC for the Wii U, is that the 3DS version had to get it as well, and eventually it capsized in terms of data size. Was she a magician or something? When she was alive? She looks like a child. You can't just Revenant by the looks, she's missing her soul. Is that how it works? Let's go after her. We can't let her get away. And it's also just kind of... Oh, hello, Bernard. What a name for an enemy. It's also just kind of weird in general that they just didn't keep the train going for as long as they could get away with the DLC. Like, why only 2 DLCs? Why is it every time Nintendo have a good decision, they fuck it up? Because they were... Although it was Bandai that made it, it was budgeted by Nintendo. So it was just... Nintendo decided to not budget them for a 3rd season. It's just like, what? Are you insane? Like, why not? Yeah, the only, like, Smash game to have a decent boss was Brawl, the 3rd one, when you fight Taboo. Because Taboo's entire moveset is nothing but insta-kills, so it's a knowledge check of knowing how to avoid them. So that was at least fun. But Master Hand is just Master Hand. Crazy Hand is just Master Hand, but a bit quicker. You know, and, like, all, like, the event bosses from Brawl, most of them play the same outside of Taboo. Like, they're just, you know, a big threat that sits on the side of the screen, and after a set amount of time, they do a scripted animation that's pretty easy to dodge. I did like that Sephiroth's arcade mode because he's a final boss was nothing but boss fights. That was at least kind of charming. And yeah, and I don't really care for the cube in Ultimate at all. The cube, the demon cube, or the double cube, because yeah, that's the story mode of Ultimate. You fight a holy cube. Once you beat it, there's a devil cube. Once you beat the devil cube, the holy cube gets resurrected, and you have to fight both of them. And that's the entirety of Ultimate story. A real downgrade I felt from the Subspace Emissary from Brawl. Even though the Subspace Emissary was kind of bad, it was kind of charmingly bad, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoyed it a lot, ironically. And I think everyone did. Most people seem to say, like, it wasn't good, but I liked it, you know? Like, that kind of seems to be the general perspective. Yeah. To be fair, Max usually plays with an arcade stick, which allows you to, like, kind of rest on your hands a little bit more. I haven't been catching many of Max's streams recently. The last streams I watched is that he was genuinely the easiest person to go to watch Evo. Because I know he'd be streaming all of the screens and I wouldn't have to hunt them down myself. You know? But it's like, I'm not really interested in Armored Core 6. I'm not really watching no streams. I am interested in like the Arky DLC. So when Arky drops, I'll be watching that. The only move that worked was the blowback smash strike. Oh, was it? Oh. The streamer I usually watch, like nowadays on Twitch, is Ray Nevaez Jr. Like, he's my go-to. And the thing is that he streams at a convenient time for me. Because when I'm working the evenings, I finish work, so it's like UK time here. I finish at like 10:30 PM and I get him at like 11. He's usually like only like an hour into his stream by then. So I can kind of like catch up the last bit whilst I'm settling down after getting home from work. So it's like a really convenient timing thing every time he's streaming. Which is going to be tragic because he's taking like a week off on holiday now. And I'm like, man. I mean, fair enough. Beat him. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I thought I killed this enemy. I just got distracted. Oh, did I not need to go? Oh, no, I didn't need to go all the way around. I could have just gone through. I do want to do another stream of Strive at some point. I do, like, on the rare occasion, live stream Strive. It's just because that game's kind of intensive on the internet. It seems to make my internet dip out when I'm also streaming it, so I have to try and figure it out. But I'm waiting for either Dizzy or Abba to get added. Dizzy because she was my main in Guilty Gear X, or the X sub-series, so like X, XX, Accent Core, Slash, etc, etc. And Abba because I think it's been long enough. Abba should come back. I really want to see how Abba is modernized in Strive, because she wasn't in Xrd, and I really wanted to like mess around with her in like in Xrd. You know, I'm just gonna super just get also doing this. And you get the super, because we're not going to make it to the next encounter. So I might as well get the free damage. But the fact that we got Johnny was pretty nice. Johnny was one of those things, in the same way, like, I know eventually we're going to get Jam. Like, where it feels like it's an inevitability, we're going to get some of these characters. So it's just kind of nice to, not just to get them, but to almost get them out the way. Like, get the inevitable ones done, so then, like, the ones that we're not expecting can, like, surprise us. Like, Testament was a huge surprise at the end of Season 1. A welcome one as well. And so was Bridget at the start of Season 2. Especially because Bridget ended up becoming my main. She's super fun to play as. I know they've nerfed a couple of things about her, but she's still pretty fun. Oh, about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, by the way. Their recent games rebranded as Rising. Same game, but bigger roster. Yeah, the whole thing with Rising is it's basically like a 2.0 version. It's just like it's the same baseline, but updated like graphics engine, new mechanics and systems and overhaul. Rollback netcode, so actually, it'll actually be playable online. Like it's literally just like a 2.0 version that's being sold, and I'm down for it because getting the original game and all of its DLC was less than convenient. So now this is like a convenient way of accessing it. In the same way, Melty Blood 2 is the same sort of idea. Melty Blood 2 is carrying over every single character and every single stage from the original. It's just kind of like a 2.0 version. But it's also going to have rollback netcode. And I love Under Night. I really enjoyed Under Night 1. So I'm excited for Under Night 2 to see what it adds. They also added like fucking Fall Guys. I've seen that. There's like a lobby mode. It's basically just Fall Guys. Which is just, like, okay, guys, sure, whatever. I mean, I love Fall Guys as much as the next guy, but... I gotta be careful, because this is the last zone. So I gotta try and pay attention. If there's, like, a glowing enemy waiting for me at the end of a path, it's probably because it's the scripted one. Like that, for example. I'm going to go the other way. Removed it because most of the players were high-ranked trials. But to be fair, though, and I said this before, like in any fighting game ever, if you play competitive, most competitive fighting games, especially nowadays, will put you in with your own after a while. In the sense of, like, you'll fight people that are around your skill level. Like, I've found that pretty consistent even today with, like, Strive. Anytime I play Strive, I tend to find it pretty consistent for me. And to be fair, the best time to get into any fighting game is always now. It's that the sooner you get into it, the less of that you put up with, because, there's more new players. It really helped getting Strive at launch, because I actually got to kind of find my rhythm with it a lot easier. But I say that, both Persona 4 Arena and Arena Ultimax came out in the UK super fucking late. So, learning those games was a bit of a mission, because I was, like, really behind the curve. And it was also, like, my very first proper fighting games, but I still came around and did pretty well. I'm no masterclass, but I do well enough to enjoy it. Oh, this could be the end of the roadie as well. Okay, I flipped a coin in my head, and the coin said we're going up. And I'm going to hope that this is a dead end and not the real path. Because if it's the real path, then, plot takes over, and we'll probably get kicked out because there's no warps. This is the last floor. Yeah, no, we're good. Thank goodness. Okay, anyway, awesome. God damn it, it's just an upgraded version of this. Give me a completely new skill. At least it's full circles. It's like a get off me attack then, if Beam's not really close to you. It's the only, like, 'cause you can equip both. It's just like, if the stronger ones cost more SP, that's why you might want to keep both, like, the weaker ones as well. It's just like, I tend to do okay, so I would rather just, you know, get brand new skills. I said I am also only playing on normal. Maybe on hard it gets a bit more desperate and you have to be a bit more resource managing. Has anyone else got any new skills? I didn't actually check. No. How are we doing? We've got 3 more slots, okay. We're probably nearish to the end of the area anyway, so I doubt we're going to fight 3 more, like, supercharged revenants. I say that, here's another one. There's another Bernard. Please lock onto the enemy I want you to lock onto, thank you. Let's try, let's get in. Oh, the enemy died anyway, doesn't matter. I was gonna try and get in between them, and then use the spike spin to see how good it is. Oh, here we go. Where can she be? Maybe she started to take this seriously. That's not good. She has to be somewhere. Let's search again. Oh no, never mind. It's me, Nanana. I was hiding in the tree, but no one came. It's no fun like this. It's not exciting. You came out because you got bored? No, can't stay quietly in one spot. You chose the game, though. Okay, how about this? No running, no hiding. Jesus Christ, Ray is like, I'm just going to kill you. We settle this here. I'll play with you. Maybe you're right, Ray. More than tag, more than hide and seek. This is much more fun and exciting. Okay, time to just beat up a deranged child. Hey, get back here. Fucking... Hey! Hey, where are you going? Hey! She's running, yeah. At least full combos seem to, like, make hard knockdown. Oh, understood. Her entire thing is just run away and then throw shit at you. Got it. Hey! I'm a faster runner than you, you little shit. Get out back here. Just gonna spam her to death. Alright, it's an uppercut. I need to get closer. Can I reverse your controls? Hey, have this. Yeah, air combos. Jesus Christ, yeah. Fucking have it again. Oh, you want another one? You're stuck in a corner. Fuck you. Great boss fight. It's our chance. Don't let her get away. No! So that Taukaka from Blaze Blue. My dad would run away and toss stuff at you. Oh, yeah. I remember Taukaka. Playtime is over. Socrates! Fucking Jesus Christ. Gotcha. We win. Are you happy now? Please let us through. I need to find my dear little sister's soul. Dear? No. No! This is not fun at all. Why? Why is Ray? What about Ray? Fine. Nanana's lost. I guess the game will be our last. Do you really think there will be a next time? Yeah, if you want to get through these woods, that is. Oh, this girl. Fine, no matter what, next time is the last time. Those two, always hanging out with Ray. So annoying. What, do you want to hang out with us too? I still think she might be the fourth playable character. Also, Ren got a little... Ray, sorry, got a little unsettling at the end there. She leaned over and got the shadow over her eyes, like, got you. Mirai, how long has it been? Just wait, Mirai. I'll find you, no matter what. Moshi, it's Nanana. Let's end this as promised. Babe, it's so dark. Can't you greet me happier? So what's the final thing? You're just gonna ignore me? Since Nanana's nice, I'll explain it to you. There's only one role. Defeat Nanana. I need to defeat you again? Babe, Nanana's gonna be serious this time. Meet me at the end of the woods. But I don't want to keep losing, so Nanana is gonna get you back. Will you keep your promise? This will be the last time. And we've got to go, so I'm going to try and get back to sleep now. No worries, thanks for popping in. I'm going to go for a little bit longer, but I'm worried that it's getting way hotter outside, so I'll probably do like one more mission. So I'm kind of cooking here. Nanana's a revenant, but not a liar. Okay, but remember this. You too. But remember this. I will do anything for my sister. Anything. Oh, you're scary, Ray. So dark and scary. Nanana's gonna cry. Can I run around crying? Come on. Never seen a revenant cry. You're right. I'll be waiting. So come defeat Nanana. See ya. Pandemic? Jesus Christ, a little too soon, don't you think? Alright, let's read the rest of these. Revenant's overworking. He went home, he didn't eat, he fell asleep, and that was the last time he ever did. He never went back to work. Woman who was a model during her life. Due to an illness, she died from necrosis. After her disease, she was afraid her smell would change. She was afraid that her face would scowl at a new smell. To cherish these memories, she left him. She continued to use the perfume that he made until her death. We still need to find another one of you. Bizarre murder victim kill. There was a death that night. The survivor was supposed to believe that the other one was murdered. Oh, and Nanana's here, so I have to do that. A young girl revenant that runs from purgatory. She likes Ray and always gets in her way. Contrary to her playful manner, she is very strong. To stop Ray, she remade purgatory to her liking, something no other revenant can do. She looks young, but her age is unknown. Oh, I don't know. So do I have enough to kind of like mix these up and make that a true determination like final? But no. I got 7 as well. Need. There's so much. I'll save again, and then we'll go deal with the poorly aged name level. This will probably be the last level I do, because it's getting pretty dang hot outside. So we need to defeat the Revenant at the end of these woods. Finally, something simple. You're right. I thought she'd tell Ray to come alone or something. That Revenant is obsessed with Ray. I don't know why she's so obsessed, but this is the last challenge. We'll end it and keep going after Mirai's soul. Uh-oh. I wanted to see you. It has been a while, Phyllis and Melis. Ray, can I get a taste, please? It's okay, right? Taste what? What do you want? Be not so cruel. We're merely here to inquire into the well-being of our new executor. Sen, how are things? Good, thanks to you. It's what you wish to hear? You are not very friendly. I am thankful for the power to go in and out of purgatory. I will say that the crest on my shoulder is a tad annoying. You understand it is required. You need it to fulfill your wish. Wish. Sen's wish was, oh, I don't remember. It was boring. The power to fight and pursue my justice. Similar to Kokoro, it was selfish yet arrogant. Truthfully, she could have wished for her own mother's revival. The accident was a year ago. You need the person's soul to reach revival, right? If it's been a year, the gears would have gotten to it long ago. Ray needs to hurry too. Perchance you have forgotten, the cogs of renewal are a purification device to reincarnate souls. When a soul reaches the cogs of renewal, it loses its memory and self-consciousness. And will be reborn someday. It might take a year, it might take 100 years, it might take 1,000,000 years. But they shall become a completely different person. If you desire to bring back Mirai as Mirai, you have little time. You absolutely must remember. I have never forgotten. I will never forget. For done talking, I'd like to get going. I know not if I should consider her courageous or just calm. She has certainly changed. I like this cool new Ray, though. I wonder how these changes affect Ray. Who knows? How exciting. We were right here, so we didn't go anywhere. See you again soon. Yep. Thanks. Not Margilu. I wish the peddler was more involved. To have a design like that and then just be kind of so inconsequential. Ow! Fucking Jesus! So inconsequential. So there's just a fucking firing squad back here. Alright, the map's on the top end, so we'll go down this way instead first. Okay, that is just an AoE. I was like, I didn't know if it was summoning something or someone's gonna get shot. No, it's just like an AoE. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's like an active charge timer. Why has he got our backs to me? So I'm looking at the map trying to figure out which route I want to take. Though I wasn't just dancing on the spot for no reason, I was thinking. Ow. This has probably been my favourite chapter so far, though. Because there's a new aesthetic, the enemies are still whatever, but it's like the shenanigans we're dealing with, the new party member we've got to mess around with, like, properly, because we got her at the end of the last chapter. Like, everything's been pretty fun. This game is grindy, though. Like, there is a complaint I do have. This game is super, like, repetitive and grindy, but I enjoy it enough that it doesn't really bother me too much. Get over here. Ah. Oh, okay, so these things are trying to inflict status conditions to me. So I need to be more wary of them. Oh yeah, I'm boiling. Definitely gonna make this the last level we do. Oh, it's just another Montgomery Burns. Smithers! Yep, it's dead. I missed, like, I know this is like the most sentenced sentence ever, of all the sentence of sentencing. I miss classic Simpsons. I know, like everyone knows, like, modern Simpsons is just kind of going on, and it's just like, it's just slush food. It's like nothing actually of any considerable worth. But man, like, the original, like, 7 or 8 seasons were so good. I was actually debating rewatching some of the older Simpsons, like getting like some old DVDs recently, because I was just really in the mood for like classic Simpsons. I'm still praying that one day Simpsons Hit and Run will get a remaster. Because at the start of the year, the whole Hit and Run soundtrack went on Spotify, which made me optimistic that maybe it would, but nothing seemingly has come of that just yet. We'll have to wait and see, unfortunately, but I'm hopeful. Because it might just be that they've only just got the rights for it, so they stuck it up whilst they're working on... And now they've only just started working on the remaster, that sort of thing. So it might still be like a couple years out yet, depending on how what that remaster's going to do and how far it's going in. But this is also EA, and EA and making smart remasters doesn't seem to go hand in hand. The only like good remaster they've done in recent years was, or had happened, was Burnout Paradise. I'm still hopeful that they'll one day do Burnout Revenge, but I know that would require them to give a shit about Burnout. And they just don't, so too much on the Need for Speed train. I know Free Fields Entertainment are now working with THQ on that, like, Destruction Derby game, but I really hope they get back to, or get onto some kind of, like, Burnout successor again, because they were making progress, and they were working on Dangerous Driving 2, but I think that's been put to the wayside because of, what's going on with, like, them working with THQ and whatnot. The Dangerous Driving 1 was okay, but that was the problem, it was just okay. You know, for like a spiritual successor to Burnout. It really wasn't anything special, it didn't step in anywhere new, it was kind of limited in content, especially at launch. I think people were overly cruel to it, but it wasn't great. And it was just a shame. And the lack of a real soundtrack was just kind of unfortunate as well. I get why, because it was a lot of money that they just didn't have, but it was still a bit like, ugh. You know? Alright, let's get back round. Actually, is that a path down there that goes around the other way? Let me have a look. Can't really tell from it because it's too zoomed out. Oh, there is loot here though, so it's worth at least poking. And I'll just go this way around now. So I'd love for them to remaster. I know, like, if they had to pick between Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge, they're gonna pick 3 because 3 is more popular. But I love a Revenge remake. Or remaster, sorry. I wouldn't trust them with a remake, Jesus Christ. We made it here with no issues, but I'm disappointed. I thought there would be traps or something. So rude! No, doesn't rely on cheap tactics. Heraclitus. Ray, you seem pumped up, but the fun is just getting started. It's an illusion. What the? Careful, we don't know what this is. Enough already. Bye bye everyone. This place is... Kokoro? Sen! Why am I here alone? I need to find them. Why does my stomach feel cold? Huh? What? What the... This is me. What's going on? Oh, come on. Why does she do such an annoying thing? Oh, we soul swap for a thing. I need to find her and make her change me back to my original appearance. My stomach is cold. Oh, she has a moveset. Wow, her dash is far. Her dash goes places. Oh, she doesn't have any specials. I was trying to check. This is kind of cute. This is a nice little change of pace. She runs hella fast as well. I wonder how, like... So I'm actually, like... The little shitting out, like, an hour body then. Like, I wonder how that's going down. With them, with her, with the main party. Like, are they already caught on? Is she playing along and pretending and they just haven't noticed that there's, like, the dark things behind? This kind of just throwing shit at enemies is kind of overpowered though. It's kind of just like doing work. Look at this. I'll just use... So the normal attack is like just direct in front of you, whilst triangle, or your heavy, is like the range. But at least she's strong. At least they're killing things quick. And why are we running like this in this form? Is it because the sleeves are so big she has to? Oh, come here, Tony. Fuck. Alright, we're out of there. We have to get more in the shop. At least looking at the size of the map, it's not a big area. Yahoo! What is this? Turn me back. Since you look like that, let's say it together. Ready? Yahoo! Why? That's what I want to yell. Why is this? It's so refreshing. Oh god. It's a yeeting match. Who can spam square the bears? It's such a waste to end it like this. Wait, at least turn me back. Remember to practice until we meet again. Yahoo! Can't believe it. Need to clear up the extras, there we go. Before I go... no, I'll clear that out later. It's so far away, I don't want to go all the way around. How many have we got? Okay, only 5. I was going to say I would have thought we had more, but I suppose it makes sense. We're only on the, technically entering the 3rd floor now. Oh, this floor's bigger, god dang it. Okay, so because there's a delay after so many hits, you can cancel out the delay with a dodge. After 4. Oh god, here we go. There! You came back? I'm gonna let you get away this time. Wait, the way you talk. You're gonna run away again? Hold on, are you Kokoro? Of course. Well, I guess I can't say of course, looking like this. It's me, Ray. Ray? So I wasn't the only one whose appearance was changed. At this rate, Sen probably was too. We need to gather up. We don't know where the real one will attack next. You're right. Kokoro technically rejoined the party. This is so funny. At this point, it's just which one has the higher attack stat. Oh, I don't know if it's magic attack, though. Oh, I'll stick with race, so screw it. Okay, so it's not what I thought. It wasn't that there is a body swap, it's, our one is just elsewhere. Oh, I'm gonna stick with R1. At least this one seems a little bit more streamlined. Like we're not having to like break off in too many paths. Other than that dead end, apparently. Gonna miss, yep. I'll get better at aiming freely. Eventually. It might be relatively easy to like infinitely combo some of these enemies. Oh, you bitch. Oh, dead end, I think. Oh, she's doing more damage. Okay, it is based on physical. Got it. Okay. Well, rejoice, Kokoro. We're going to be technically playing as you for a minute. I wasn't sure if it's going to be based on physical or magic. It's based on physical. Over here, but which one is she? Sen or two of them? I wasn't expecting this situation. It sounds like Sen. Yes, that's right. My name is Sen Megumiba. My father is Seshiro Megumiba. My mother is Soma Megumiba. What else can I say to prove it? Your favorite food? We don't know the answer to that. Ramen? Really? Now, who are you? We may look the same, but that's Rei. I'm Rei Hitada. And I'm Kokoro. I love Rei. Strangeness. I guess I can believe you. This means we've successfully regrouped. Only one left. We need to find and defeat her. Yes, I was attacked so she could be close. Next time I find her, she won't get away. The whole gang's put together. What's Sen's physical attack out of the three? Oh, she's more well-rounded. Okay, we'll keep with Kokoro. Damn, past me balancing. Not knowing there's going to be a stupid section where it's only your physical attacks that really matters at all because the enemies don't really hit you anyway. Sen has the most immunities, so I could use her. Alright, 4th floor. Presumably the last one. Yeah, there's a shop here. Okay. Do we have to beat the boss like this? That'd be kind of... that'd be funny. Alright, let's see how this blinking goes. There she is. Don't let her get away. Wait, Kokoro. Huh? A revenant? Sent now! Wait, we need to find the real one first. We don't have the time for this. What if she gets away? We'll stay like this forever. Okay, but don't hurt her, just catch her. The one's got the pure light. What's going on? Why are there three belly out girls? Don't fight. Something is wrong. Ray is right. This is... Yeah. Sen! What's going on? Go back to sleep. Talking like this is hard. So the real Kokoro was defeated. That's right. We're gonna take a nice nap here. That's enough of this. Everything is cleared up. Why would you do this? Isn't it obvious? Now we're alone, Ray. So please just play with Nanana one-on-one. Forever. I had a feeling when I saw the dark crystal, I was like, we'll see. What? Forever and ever and ever. Ray and me together. You're not sane. Why? Why won't Ray call Nanana by her name? Huh? You always say you or her. You don't call Nanana by Nanana's name. That's... Is it because Nanana is a revenant? Because she's not your friend? You don't like me? Is it because I'm dead? My master, unsheath your sword. She is... Ugh, what? This ain't good. Nanana really likes Ray. Get away, you're gonna get caught in there. Ray won't look at Nanana. So this is the end of everything. This is... Apparent transformations. Sorry, I don't understand why you feel that way for me. But I agree, it's time to end this. Let's play. Heraclitus. Epicurus. Oh, so I got just actually having a party again. So I got like the chapter 3 end boss, the chapter 4 mid boss, and the chapter 4 end boss that I'm gonna have to grind out and fight multiple times off stream for the memories. Got it. Did this catch? It did, good. Well, kind of. It looks like it missed a little bit on some of the end swing. Ow, ow. Ow. Hey, this is not doing too much damage, unlike that fucking plant bitch that just kind of rips you. Okay, every time she dashes away, she's gonna do the thing. Got it. Yeah, you keep moving away. That was never gonna work. Well, you're getting kind of low. I'm gonna swap to you instead. Stop moving away! This boss is so annoying. It's not even really doing much. It just keeps on moving away. Fucking get back here. There we go. Jesus Christ. Wild Hendenism. Trophy unlocked. Oh god, here we go. How did this? Papa is holding my body like he's going to break it. Why? Please tell me. Mama is crying. Papa is crying too. But I won't shed a tear. Because I'm not alive anymore. Why? Why? Nanami? She's such a troublemaker. I'd heard from the twins, but never seen a humanoid revenant's aberrant transformation. After everything, we still don't know what was the cause of her obsession with Rei. Yeah. Maybe it was just totally unfounded. So what are we doing now? Well, she's still a revenant. She can change her appearance and create her own realities, so she's actually worse than most revenants. But as far as I can tell, she hasn't attacked any living humans. Regardless, she could become like Kyosuke Tamasu. Rei, what do you think? I'm... Huh? Strange. My body isn't moving. It's because we played too much. I see. Is that why my heart feels a little warm? Can you tell me why you like me so much? Nanana doesn't know. But Nanana remembers when the sirens rang in Purgatory. She met you, Rei, while playing with the other revenants. The soul contains all of its memories. Her soul's loss must have been substantial, whether it was before or after she died. But Nanana likes Rei. I'll do anything for Rei. So please, I won't get in your way anymore. Nanana's gonna help Rei. Please let Nanana stay by your side. Huh? Wait, you're not gonna let a revenant join us, right? Did you forget seeing what revenants are capable of? Can you really trust her? Yeah, I kind of felt it. Let me confirm one thing. Up until now, you've eaten a person's soul. A soul? They look like butterflies. No? I chased after one, but it flew away. It's pretty, so I'd never heard it. You ain't lying, are you? Promise. Fine. I'll leave it to you, Rei. Likewise. In that case, I'll believe you. Really? Please come with us. Nanana. Rei said Nanana's name. You actually looked at Nanana. Huh? What? Nanana is a revenant, but why am I crying? Aww. Alright, so we got the whole gang together then. And there's our next ideal. Yep, there it is. So what the rest are going to be? We're running out of like main characters to meet. Oh, they're going to put us to the side. Like, you can't fucking do that. Idea was born, so I guess it's okay. Oh, has Rei returned to her old self? Nay, this is not it. She did not save a revenant. She determined 'twould be better to use her. That's like how Nemesis used, Carneades. Indeed, it is a very calm and self-serving decision. Wonderful. Rei's an egomaniac. I ponder if she herself is aware of it. Mirai! Mirai, wait! What's wrong, big sis? I need to go. No, please! If I'm that important to you, why don't you come over here? Mirai, please come back! Why? You can't, big sis. The gate only allows a dead person's soul to pass through. So you can't, but I can. After all, you killed me, big sis. Mirai! Mirai, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Cool.
私のことが
Leave me alone. There are 2 recorded messages.
レイちゃん
Ray,
いろいろあったから
with all that happened, like the Revenant,
ちゃ
I
ん
think we
と
need to talk
花
things
のメッ
over.
セージ聞
When you
い
hear
た
this
ら
message, can you... Never mind, see you in Purgatory.
相談しておき
I
たい
wanted
こ
to
とがあ
talk
っ
to you
たの
about
だ
something,
ま
but
た改めて
maybe later. Chapter 5.
5章
What you believe.
汝の意することを
Well, I believe it's about time to wrap up this stream. Oh, has this got to hear your next ordeal sorted?
新しい試
Added a new ordeal. First Tower of Folly. And the optional ordeal. The optional ordeal I will do off screen. Have made it to the middle layer of Purgatory. The spectres and revenants shall be stronger. Once you're ready, carry on. Let not your guard down. Also, I have an idea from Nanana for you, so she wants you to use it for Mirai's revival. Take it. No refunds are permitted. Did I say bestowed abilities have increased? I hasn't joined us just yet, but I'm just kind of wrapping up here, just getting the odd bits and pieces, cleaning up. And I'll worry about that another time. Let's get these cleaned off. Kind of a Barons is a limited talent of revenants with strong egos. Not many can accomplish this form. So I've got to rematch this, rematch her, and then rematch this. I don't look forward to this because things are annoying. And one normal enemy. Am I missing any? Okay, I need one more of you. And that's kind of it. Unless there's like another enemy I'm just not thinking of. But I'm going to save, and that'll do for me. Because it's getting pretty dang hot. I want to go refill my drink. I want to kind of go chill, because it's still Sunday. You know, this is kind of like an illegal sudden stream, because, you know, I would usually stream on Thursday, but I end up not happening. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps this little channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal in the description of every video. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.